long time to witness this, and it is an event. This whole world stops around Auburn here for this football game right now, and Penn State will get the football to start.
Auburn won the toss, elected to defer, so Penn State will get it. The kick will be by Anders Carlson, 4-12 this year in kickoffs. Off-season ACL surgery on the left knee is plant leg. Far side, Nicholas Singleton in the end zone, 2 yards deep, 10-yard line near side, Devin Ford. Kick goes left to right, high end over end. Singleton, fair catch, sails over its head. Penn State will start from the 25.
Boy, normally a freshman like Singleton, you'd want the ball and try to make a play on kickoff return. That was just a smart move. He realized a deep, high kick, did not want to try to bring it out, get bad field position. Penn State will take the football to 25.
So Penn State will start from the far hash going right to left as we see it. Near side Washington, far side Lambert Smith. 2 tight ends, Warren on the line of scrimmage. Wing left, near side Strange. Lone setback Singleton with Clifford under center. Washington in motion away from us. Turns, it'll be Singleton left side. Singleton lowers the shoulder to the 30, out to the 31. Gets 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
Good hard run, good push by the offensive line, good hard run by Singleton. And that's what Penn State needs to do here. Keep on schedule right now with their offense with a running play of 5 yards.
2nd down and 5, their own 30. Lambert Smith, Washington near side. Singleton to the right. Tinsley now in the game to the far side. And Tangwall moved.
Full start. Offense, number 74. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
And right now, the crowd here will think they are part of the football game because they created that false start. And seem to be backing up 5 yards right now. And they will be even louder here on this series for Penn State offensively.
So you go from 2nd and 5 to 2nd and 10. Singleton to the right. Tinsley, Washington, Strange near side, far side, Lambert Smith. Back goes Clifford, fires, caught by Strange. Strange 35, 1st down, spun down at the 38-yard line as they move the chains.
Well, San Jose State made a lot of yards in the passing game inside these hash marks, and that's exactly where Strange ends up catching his football, turns upfield and gets good yards after the catch. He was wide open on that zone defense.
It'll be Singleton. Derek Hall has him for a 1-yard gain to the 39. That's it. Hall came off the edge, won the battle at 2nd and 9.
We talked about Hall being that gifted outside linebacker, defensive end, coming off the edge. He got outstanding quickness on the play. We're actually reading him, and it ends up being nobody blocks him at all, and he ends up making the play.
Empty backfield, trips far side. Lambert Smith and Washington near side on 2nd down and 9 at their own 39. Clifford backs up. Sean waits. Takes the snap, back to pass. Quick toss, and knocked away and incomplete. DJ James on the coverage. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
Well, they had a 3-man rush initially, turned into a 4-man rush. And that time, Lambert Smith coming on the inside did not get any kind of separation on that play. Clifford tried to deliver the football. Good pass defense by Auburn.
Devin Ford in a running back. Singleton goes out. Trips far side. Tinsley, Strange, and Washington on 3rd down and 9, their own 39. Lambert Smith to the near side. Blairford waits. Takes the snap. They run a stunt. He steps away. He'll keep it to go 40, 45, and decked. Absolutely hammered. And the ball will go out of bounds on the far side. And Clifford was absolutely tagged.
The ball went out of bounds 1 yard short of the 1st down after it looked like Sean had it.
Yeah, it looked like coming out of the pocket that time. You just found a seam. Nobody opened downfield.
The ball was fumbled backwards, out of bounds.
4th down, and they will go for it.
Well, James Franklin again being aggressive, but I'll tell you what, you talk about a tough competitor. You don't talk about a quarterback being tough, but Clifford on that play really hung in there, took that shot, and he's still in the lineup.
Full house backfield. T formation. Under center Clifford. Sean waits. Balls it out. from their own 48. They push the pile. The question's all on Surge.
Oh, this is close. This is really, really close. I'll tell you what, this is... Clifford tried to go low that time. They got some of the surge, but he had to get to the 48-yard line with that football, and it is... This may...
Timeout for a measurement.
Oh, it's short.
We think it's going to be a turnover on downs.
That's when you need movement by your offensive line. Clifford trying to go behind that offensive line. Did not get that surge on 4th down. And no question about it, he is short.
So they'll bring it out, but he's going to be, I would think, at least a half-yard short.
Yeah, he had to get to the 48-yard line. He didn't know we're close.
So they'll bring it out. They're kind of more in the Mosey mode over there.
It's not, I mean, it's short. I still think it's short because you get to the 48-yard line.
It's
But
about
that
a
flag
foot. Stretches it out.
Yep.
It's foot. So Auburn gets the first momentum of the game.
Well, James Franklin on the road, and I agree with him. Go for it on 4th down. It's a short yardage, 3rd and 4th down situation last year that we had an issue with. This time we did not get that surge against a good front 7 defensively for Auburn, and they were able to hold Clifford short. Again, the big hit on Clifford got him short of the 1st down, and that's why they ended up going for it and just could not convert.
All right, breaking the action. This is Penn State football from Learfield.
VR?
You bet.
Do you have a streaming device?
Yeah.
Blammo! Your game is now synced. It's that easy.
Oh, boy.
To see if you can get synced, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield.
Syncmygame.com?
Syncmygame.com.
Tackle your toughest health challenges without ever leaving your home. Penn State Health On Demand lets you see a healthcare provider on your schedule wherever you are. Simply open the app on your smartphone, tablet, or computer and meet one-on-one with board-certified experts in urgent care and select specialties. You can get a diagnosis, request a prescription, or even get a referral if needed. Learn more at pennstatehealth.org/on-demand.
They give it to Bigsby right away, and Bigsby gets to the 40-yard line where he's stopped there, and he gets 7 on the play, 2nd and 3.
Well, you got to make sure, number one, you may make tackles downfield. Bigsby gets into the secondary at that time, breaking tackles, great leg strength as well, cut it back, and got 8 yards on the play.
So it'll be 2nd down, about 2 for Auburn. Bigsby with Ashford now at quarterback. Motion toward us, so 3 receivers near side. Ashford loves to run. He doesn't like to hand it off. Takes it. Does hand it off. Bigsby cuts through the hole. Bigsby to the 40 and down to the 36-yard line where Joey Porter Jr. made the stop. But a 1st down for Auburn as they go to their MO early.
2 running plays, and they're into the secondary of Penn State. And you're right, a corner, Joey Porter had to come in open field and make this tackle. Too easy on the first 2 runs by Bigsby getting into the secondary, Penn State.
Finley now back in at quarterback as Ashford goes out. You'll have Bigsby to his right, 2 near side. Malcolm and Javarius Johnson, and Javarius in motion away from us. Now, they'll flip it to Johnson. Broke a tackle in the backfield, spun around and dropped at the 35. He got a yard on the play. That was it. 2nd down and 9. Good job by Elston to get into the backfield that time.
Yeah, Elston just comes on a blitz inside that time, reads it, gets off the block and tries to make the tackle, turns him back inside. They want to get a big play to the outside and find that seam on that jet sweep, and Elston did a good job of misdirecting that.
2nd down and 9. 2 far side, 2 near side. Finley is still the quarterback. Finley waits from the Penn State 35, straight drop, dumps it off. Hunter's got it to 40 and breaks the tackle but gets to the 34. Jacobs and Elston did a great job in the open field, Jack. 3rd down and 7.
When you have Hunter with the football in open field like that, we came with a delayed blitz that time. We came with Sutherland off the edge, didn't get there in time, but good tackling in open field holds Hunter short on that play because he is electric when he has the football.
So Penn State will go with 7 defensive backs, and Chop Robinson now in the game in a 3-man front. Finley has an empty backfield.
Those have to worry about that quarterback draw running with the football.
3 far side, 2 near side. Brown shows blitz. Back they go. Finley steps up, waits, delivers downfield. He's got Jackson at the 10. Shedrick Jackson first down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. First and goal, Auburn.
Well, he ends up biding some time, Finley, by just stepping up in the pocket. Becoming a blitz package, when you not get to him, he steps up in the pocket. Rather than running with the football, he dumps the football downfield. Reed ends up making the tackle.
Ellie's now in a tackle, joined by Mustipher as they take Beeman out. This time Finley's under center, first and goal at the 8, attacking the end zone to our right. Bigsby's the lone setback. Johnson in motion toward us. Finley turns, hits Bigsby left side, and no gain. Mustipher with an outstanding job that time, Jack. It's going to be second and goal. He lost a yard to the 9.
Yeah, PJ just coming right down the line of scrimmage, refused to get blocked on the play, played the offensive lineman off with his hands, and brought Bigsby down. And that was the kind of plays you have to have on first down against that running game of Auburn.
They'll go with multiple tight ends here as they'll bring Luke Deal into the game with John Samuel Schenker. 2 near side, the 2 tight ends together, 2 far side. Shotgun for Finley. Bigsby in motion toward us. Finley goes back, looks left, now right, chased, throws it near corner of the end zone for Bigsby and overshot everything incomplete. He just threw the ball away. It's third and goal at the 9.
Yeah, I mean, he ended up staying in the pocket. He did not come out of the pocket. His offensive line gave him good protection. He waited a long time. Again, that Penn State secondary doing a great job of covering everybody in that end zone area, and finally just had to throw the football away.
Penn State's brought 7 defensive backs in. They'll keep 1 linebacker in. That's Curtis Jacobs.
But you have to worry running the football against his 7 defensive back package.
And Auburn is confused on personnel for the moment. Now they have everybody set. Finley with Bigsby to his left. Trips near side. Back goes Finley. And they took so much time. Again, Auburn was confused from the jump.
Charge timeout. Auburn, their first. This will be a full timeout.
So a break. Scoreless. This is Penn State football from Learfield. All right, thanks, Raj. It'll be third and goal at the 9. Auburn will come out now with trips to the near side. Tank Bigsby to the right of Finley. John Samuel Schenker, the tight ends on that far side. Penn State with 7 defensive backs, 3 down linemen, and Jacobs at linebacker. Finley takes the snap, wants to throw, looks near side, hit and dropped for a loss. Curtis Jacobs back at the 14-yard line.
I'll tell you, this is also a covered sack as well, because I'll tell you, Finley looked a long time to his right. Held the football, very patient with it, and then Jacobs coming off the edge that time ends up making the play.
So Anders Carlson will come in now for the field goal. He's hit his only one this year. It'll be on the far ash. It'll be a 32-yard attempt. Good snap, put down, kick by Carlson up, and the kick by Carlson is good. Let's be honest, could have been worse. Quick change, and the Penn State defense got the job done. This is Penn State football from Learfield.
.com or heading to your local retailer. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
9-play, 33-yard drive. He just snuck it in the upright. Penn State down 3-0, 8:20 to go opening quarter. Singleton, far ash in the end zone. Up at the 10 near ash, Devin Ford. Carlson approaches. High end overran. Singleton, fair catch. Let's pause 10 seconds for our stations down the line to identify themselves. This is Penn State football from Learfield. Brian Tripp on the sideline. What did that play by Mustipher mean to the defense?
Well, first of all, it provided a huge emotional lift. Nick Tarbert in the next play had some quarterback pressure. That was the first time this year Auburn in the red zone did not convert for a touchdown. That was a big play by a senior stepping up when they needed it most.
Kevon Lee, the running back, there on the near hash. Motion by Tinsley away from us. It'll be Lee. Pounds it to the left side and then thrown down at the 28. He gets 3. It's 2nd down and 7. And Lee is down. He is holding his right leg. Andy Mutnam sprints across the field with Tessa Johns to take a look at Kevon Lee.
Boy, it looked like Auburn on just a gang tackle on Lee on a short run off Penn State's left tackle. Ends up going down. One thing about Auburn, no gang tackle. When he went backwards, must have fallen awkwardly on the turf right now, down at the 25-yard line. He's a physical type running back who helps out on protection for Clifford when you're throwing a football downfield. He's already caught a big touchdown pass in a Purdue game, and he's a big part of the Penn State offense in the run.
Planet Fitness, home of the judgment-free zone, proud to be a partner of Penn State Athletics and wishing the Nittany Lions best of luck in Auburn. Join Planet Fitness today in your hometown for $10 a month. Join thousands of Penn State fans and alumni in their journey to a healthier lifestyle. We are.
Kevon Lee limped to the sideline. We'll get a report on him. Katron Allen takes over running back on 2nd and 8 at their own 27.
We'll see whether we try to get the ball to our tight ends. Right now, Strange lined up as a wingback.
Motion by Allen away from us. Quarterback draw by Clifford. Dances to his left and taken down by Derek Hall for a loss back at the 25-yard line, 3rd and 10.
Design quarterback draw by Clifford that time. Hall, outstanding defensive player for Auburn, ends up reading it out all and ends up just staying at home, playing off the block, and making tackle. He is a big-time player. We talked about him at pregame, and he's made some big plays so far.
Washington and Lambert Smith far side, Tinsley near side, wing left is Strange. Katron Allen will be to the right of Clifford. 3rd down and 10, their own 25. Clifford directs traffic. Motion toward us by Washington. Clifford back. Steps up in the pocket. Delivers downfield. Tinsley's got it over the 35 for a 1st down to the 38-yard line.
Well, good job by Tinsley and a great job by Clifford as well. Clifford stayed in that pocket, traffic all around him, and still was able to just bide his time, and Tinsley turning back towards the football made a 3rd down catch.
Gave him the 39. It's 1st and 10 near Ash, going right to left. Clifford throws. Juggled by Washington, got it at the 40, steps out of bounds on the Auburn sideline, near side as we see it at about the 41. Gets a couple on the play. In fact, we'll give him 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Steven Jack, Kevon Lee went into the tent. He walked off on his own power, went into the tent. He had his helmet. He's already out of the injury tent and back on the bench.
Thanks, Brian. Allen is the running back. Clifford will be under center. Lambert Smith near side. Bunch set far side with Tinsley, Warren, and Strange. Clifford under center on 2nd and 7, their own 42. Turns. Katron Allen up there, bounces to his left. He's got room 50. 45 of Auburn and a 1st down to the Auburn 42-yard line.
Good job by Allen that time to burst right up the middle. Fashanu also on a good block off that left side. And Allen can explode through a hole as well. True freshman, and ends up getting a big play into Auburn territory.
They're at the Auburn 42-yard line. Harrison Wallace in the game for the first time. He's there with Tinsley far side. Allen to the left of Clifford. Allen again left side. Met in the hole by Kaufman and may have picked up a couple of yards to the 40. It's 2nd down and 8.
Number 92 of the defense has to go off for one play because his helmet came off.
We're trying to turn upfield right now. Ends up Strange kind of on the tight end coming in motion across, leads up on the play, just could not sustain his block. Ends up being only a 2-yard gain.
Clifford with Allen to his left. Warren and Strange together on the near side. Strange the wing back. Far side, it's Wallace and Tinsley. Clifford waits. Takes it, wants to throw. Steps up. Long and deep far sideline. Tinsley fights. He's got it. inside the 10 and down at the 5-yard line in the Del Grosso Sauce red zone. First and goal.
Again, the offensive line doing a good job of protection and giving Tinsley time to run that play downfield. Clifford does a great job of getting it up over the defensive back on the plays and ends up right in the lap of Tinsley. Outstanding throw by Clifford.
They'll put him down at about the 6-7 yard line. They're attacking the end zone to our left. Allen to the left of Clifford. Tinsley far side, near side, it's Wallace. Both the tight end, Strange and Warren on the near side. Clifford's under center. Motion toward us. Turns. It's Allen up the middle. They shoot through and drop him at about the 7. It's going to be second down and goal at the 7 for Penn State.
Well, coming a run-down blitz that time. Scott, also the defensive back, comes in on the play, as well as Kaufman as well coming off that edge. And Allen had no chance at all to make anything out of that play.
Second and goal at the 7. To far side, Wallace and Washington. Near side, set it up with Singleton and Ford. Wing left, Strange. Clifford back, quarterback draw. Up the middle to the 5, to the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State. The Nittany Lions respond and take the lead.
Well, you spread them out all over the place in the red zone area. And then Clifford, who was patient here. He didn't run it initially. He waited a little bit, got a good block by Scruggs, and ended up going into the end zone, but he didn't come off that quarterback draw quickly. He waited and hesitated for a second, used that patience, and then took it in. Scruggs on an outstanding block.
Extra point now for Jake Pettiger out of the hold of Barney Moore. The snap by Chris Stahl. The Nittany Lions with an impressive answering drive going 75 yards. Pettiger's kick is straight down the middle and good. And Penn State with a 7-3 lead. The Nittany Lions go 9 plays, 75 yards. And Jack, the key was they converted a third down early.
Yeah, the one to Tinsley was really the key play because his pressure all around Clifford, and that is a 6-year veteran staying in the pocket, being comfortable in there with traffic all around him, and delivered the ball to Tinsley downfield. He was well covered. Tinsley came back to the football, made the catch on third down, which is key on that drive.
Tinsley also had the 34-yard pass play to get it to point-blank range at the 7. And again, there's a comfort level that's developed between the two that is evident because when you look at what Tinsley's already done this year, Mitch already has 12 catches, including the 2 today.
And that was another outstanding throw by Clifford, dumping it over Scott, the defensive back, on the play, right in the lap of Tinsley, down inside the Auburn territory. That was just a perfect touch throw by Clifford and took advantage of it, and then Clifford puts the ball in the end zone.
9 plays, 75 yards, and Brian on that sideline, they had to love the response.
Absolutely, and that's the point Jack made pregame about having a veteran quarterback in Sean Clifford. Fall behind early, 3-0. Senior P.J. Mustapher comes up with a big play on first down, puts Auburn behind the chains on a first and goal situation. Penn State with its back down to the student section, which is the louder end of the field, to start the drive. That's where you lean on your veteran quarterback, Clifford, and you can see his leadership up at the line of scrimmage, I think, on every single play.
Jarquez Hunter will drop deep. He'll be at the goal line on the near side. Far side, up at about the 5-6 yard line is Damari Alston. Gabe Wilson will kick it off for Penn State. And Gabe so far 4 of 7 on touchbacks. Kick will go right to left as we see it. Bosu waits 7-3 Nittany Lions. 4:21 to go here in the opening quarter. End over end. Hunter watches it sail over his head and into the end zone, and Auburn will start from the 25.
And that is a big kick. You do not want the ball in the hands of Hunter on this kickoff return. So starting him at the 25-yard line is a good thing for the Penn State defense. Hunter has that kind of game-breaking speed, and he can make a play from anywhere on the field. So on special teams right there, win for Penn State.
Isaac and Robinson will be the ends. It'll be Ellies and Mustapher as the tackles. Kobe King at linebacker now, being joined by Curtis Jacobs and Jonathan Sutherland. King, Reed, Brown, and Porter, the secondary. Under center, turns, gives the ball, and they're waiting for him. Flag goes down, though, at the 25-yard line.
We had Jacobs coming through there. Isaac was there as well. Have to see what the call is here right now, but I think we were offsides on the play.
Offside.
Yeah.
defense, number 97, lined up in the neutral zone.
Okay,
5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
And everybody wants your defensive lineman. You want to crowd that football as much as you can. And that time, P.J. Mustipher on a negative play on a running play for Auburn, P.J. Mustipher just took too much of that and crowded the football, was in the neutral zone, and ends up getting a 5-yard penalty.
Big Ten officiating crew today, Michael Cannon, one of the best in the business, the lead official today. 1st and 5 at their own 30. Finley back in the game at quarterback, wants to throw, delivers deep down the near sideline, up and knocked away by Kalen King, and incomplete. Outstanding coverage that time by King on Johnson.
I'll tell you, Kalen King, man-to-man coverage, and he has no help over the top. There's no safety helping him out on this play. Does a great job of looking back to the football, no pass interference call, and that is his outstanding pressure corner man-to-man coverage.
2nd down and 5. That's a play, though, on 1st and 5. You have to expect that play because it's 1st and 5. And he did a great job of seeing it. Empty backfield now for Finley on 2nd and 5, their own 30. Trips their side to far side. Finley takes it, back to pass. They run a stunt. He steps up. He'll keep it going. It's open. He's at the 40-yard line and a hook slide near the 45. He started that slide at about the 43, but it's a 1st down for Auburn.
He's a big quarterback, but Jacobs, I thought, had a chance to make this tackle, and he ends up stepping up under middle, man-to-man coverage downfield. That's what you worry about with a quarterback running with the football when your back is turned to the secondary.
Bigsby bounces to the outside. King to beat. He gets past him. Flag goes down. I think King grabbed him by the face mask as he gets to the Penn State 45. I think they're going to tack on yardage here.
Well, you do not want Bigsby getting to the outside with nobody there at all.
Holding.
Wow.
Offense, number 68.
Yeah, it looked like
10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
How about that?
penalties were a problem for Auburn last week as well against San Jose State. And this one, Bigsby bouncing it to the outside. Looked like King didn't get his shoulder pad, got more of his shirt, and still did not bring him down on an arm tackle.
So Austin Troxel gets penalized, and it's going to be a 10-yard penalty to make it 1st and 20.
This is where Penn State defensively got him at 1st and 20. You got to do more than just a running game with Bigsby in that backfield or Hunter. You got to throw the football downfield. So let's see whether Penn State, after this penalty, can get off the field.
Mean Van over in it, and Abdul Carter at linebacker. Finley goes back. Carter coming, bats it down, incomplete. Abdul Carter, the freshman off the edge. It's going to be 2nd and 20 at the 33.
Yeah, Carter, we talked about the potential with this young man. He runs a 4.4 at 235 pounds, but nobody blocks him on the play. The protection does not turn that way to Carter. They did not anticipate him coming off the edge, and he deflected the football right when Finley was going to throw the ball downfield.
2nd and 20.
We watch for these screens right now, something where they want to get part of this yardage back.
The Lucas Show blitz backed out. Finley in the gun. Two far side, one near side. Finley waits, takes it, back, steps up, chased by DeLuca, gets away. Tripped up by Kobe King at the 31-yard line. A fine play by the redshirt freshman with 3 minutes to go in the quarter. 7-3 Penn State.
Yeah, Kobe King ends up bailing out DeLuca. DeLuca's coming off there. He has got to make that play or at least turn that quarterback back into all of your help. Kalen King does a good job at open field bringing him down. Now you got to play it down and distance. 3rd and 21 here right now for Penn State defensively. No penalties here, so they can get off the field and get the ball right back to the offense.
7 defensive backs in the game now with Beeman, Robinson, and Isaac up front. The linebacker, Jacobs back in, and Jacobs has a sack so far. Motion toward us by Johnson. Finley takes it back. They run a stunt, steps up. He'll step up, throw it down the near side. Johnson's got it at the 45 of Penn State and down at the 43 and a 1st down. They lost. Contained on the edge.
We are going to have to start spying on Finley right now. He's made too many plays, and all of them with his legs downfield. He bides some time, gets rid of the football before he gets to the line of scrimmage. That's way too much time for your secondary to cover, and they were able to convert a 3rd and long for a 1st down for Auburn.
That one hurt. Curtis Jacobs is also down for Penn State back at the 30-yard line. And we've got, 2:19 to play here in the opening quarter. And it's 7-3 Penn State, but Auburn just converted a 3rd and 20 at the Penn State 43-yard line.
Right. Ends up quarterback not throwing the football so much, but Finley keeping the ball alive by running with the football. A lot of it stepping up. Not getting that pressure up the middle on Finley, so he's able to step up in the pocket and then come towards the line of scrimmage and then find he's looking for the receiver downfield, a wide open receiver on a 3rd and 20, and it ends up being a first down. You have to get more pressure right in his face, right up the middle, and make sure when he goes out of the pocket, he goes to the outside.
Curtis Jacobs up and walks to the sideline.
Steve Jacobs went right to the bike on the bench. He did not go into the 10. He's riding it out on the bike right now, trying to get loose.
Finley under center. Bigsby is the lone setback. Turns. It's Tank. Tank gets through, breaks the tackle, and then hit by Jair Brown inside the 35 at the 36. He gets 8 on the play, 2nd and 2, and another Penn State player is down.
It's Joey Porter Jr.
Crowd can boo all they want. Guess what? You don't want Curtis Jacobs out, and you don't want Joey Porter Jr. out.
Exactly. And again, more missed tackles here right now. P.J. Mustipher had a chance on Bigsby, could not bring him down. Bigsby's done a great job of making people miss right at the line of scrimmage, getting into Penn State secondary. And Joey Porter now, he's walking off the field very slowly. This is going to be a physical type game. That's Auburn's MO is run the football, run the football. Bigsby is a very physical running back at 200 pounds.
Johnny Dixon replaces Joey Porter Jr. at corner. So Dixon and King are the corners with Reed and Brown the safeties. So second down, they need a couple at the Penn State 34-yard line. Finley. Let's see if they go up top here. 2 far side, 1 near side. Takes it, they do go up top. Waits, delivers over the middle, caught by John Samuel Shanker, the tight end, for near the mark. It should be a first down, taken down by Kobe King. They do move the chains.
Well, Shanker's a guy, kind of the safety valve for Finley, the quarterback. By that time, Kobe King did a good job. Man-to-man coverage, crossing formation. Normally you come off, that's too good a coverage, but he ended up squeezing the ball in there to his tight end for the first down.
Bigsby's the running back to the left of Finley. Shanker wing left, 1 far side, 2 near side. Finley will take it. Bigsby up the middle and dropped at the 30-yard line. He got a yard on the play, 2nd down and 9.
That time, PJ did a great job at the line of scrimmage. Stalemate at the line of scrimmage, made the play. That's what you want to get the Auburn offense in a 2nd and 8 situation. And now with pressure, you're going to make sure pressure comes from the inside on Finley because he's made big plays so far in the first quarter, stepping out of the pocket, stepping up into the pocket, and delivering the ball.
38 seconds left, opening quarter, 7-3 Penn State. Ashford's now the quarterback.
And Joey Porter Jr. back in.
Ashford, he'll keep it himself, gets to the edge, and is forced out of bounds on the far side by Joey Porter Jr. as 9 knocks out 9. And they didn't exactly max that play out. He got to the 25-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 4. In fact, they say he stepped out at the 28-yard line.
That's a good job because you want Ashford going sideline to sideline. He normally makes big yardage when he gets up into the secondary. He's got great speed.
Finley back at a quarterback. Trips to the near side with motion. Finley looks it over. Now they shift Hunter to his right. Penn State shows blitz. They bring it. Rolls right. Looks. Being chased from behind. Doesn't see it. Hit from behind and intercepted. Picked off for Penn State by Zakee Wheatley. And the pressure from behind by Jalen Reed.
When it came with all-out pressure again, Wheatley makes a diving interception. James Franklin talking about coming up with big plays defensively, and that's exactly what it did. We came with pressure. Finley tried to roll out to his right, away from pressure. Reed ends up making the hit on Finley right when he delivers the football and get the interception.
That's why I said in the play, I said he doesn't see it, and you could see Reed closing on him.
And Steve, the quarter had expired. Penn State's lucky they ran that play. The clock already had hit 0.
End to 1, 7-3 Nittany Lions. This is Penn State football from Learfield. First and 10 Penn State at their own 23-yard line after the Zakee Wheatley interception. The first of his career, forced by the hit from behind by Jalen Reed. Theo Johnson makes his first appearance all season. He will be a tight end for Penn State in this set, joining Brenton Strange.
And see whether, in fact, we throw the football here on first down. We haven't really done that so much in the first quarter. Might be a good time to do because they can throw the ball against this secondary.
Back goes Clifford. He will throw. Dumps it off to Strange. Complete 25. Breaks a tackle there. Sideline 30, 35, 40, 45, and out of bounds at midfield. They'll mark that foot out at the Penn State 47-yard line.
Well, this vertical jump wasn't exactly Michael Jordan, but he got about 4 or 5 inches off the ground, took on 2 defenders, and went down the sideline for extra yards.
Devin Ford in at running back. They'll go with an empty set. Trips far side, 2 near side. Sean Clifford in the gun alone. First and 10, their own 47 near hash, going left to right. Clifford takes it back, pump fakes, waits, looks far side. Tinsley underneath it, can't get there at the 20, incomplete. Second down and 10.
They try to pump fake to the right side, Clifford, and then come back to that one-on-one coverage downfield. James, the corner, that time was right with Tinsley on the play. Try to squeeze the ball in there or lay it out for your wide receiver to make a play just about 3 or 4 yards downfield, but good defense.
Katron Allen, the running back, he comes in, 2 tight ends on the near side, 2 to the far side. Second and 10, their own 47. Warren now sets up in the backfield. Clifford to the line of scrimmage, backs up. Got 6 on the play clock. Takes the snap. It's going to be Allen left side, and Allen lowers the shoulder and doesn't quite make the 50. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 9 for the Lions at their own 48.
We're just trying to get that push. Good defense. The front 7 for Auburn is outstanding against the run, and Clifford now in that 3rd and 9 situation.
It'll be Keandre Lambert-Smith at Washington near side, Tinsley to the far side. The tight end is Theo Johnson on the far side, Allen to the right of Clifford. 3rd and 9, their own 48. They show blitz with Papo Black, who backs out. Flag goes down. False start, Penn State.
False start. Offense number 77. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
So it'll be 3rd and 14 at their own 43-yard line.
Well, that's 2 false start penalties here for Penn State offensive because of crowd noise here at Auburn. But this is where you need your protection from your offensive line. The 3rd and 14, you don't want to be in this against the front of Auburn, but your offensive line has got to do an outstanding job at getting him time to throw this football downfield or a catch and run.
Lambert and Washington far side. Near side, it's Tinsley, Ford, and Johnson. Clifford to the line of scrimmage. 10 on the play clock as he backs out. Full throat here from the crowd at Auburn. Clifford back. Time. Pump fakes. Flag goes down. Caught underneath by Lambert-Smith to the 50. And another flag goes down as he goes down at the Auburn 47.
Well, it ended up being just a 3-man rush. They showed blitz, the flag in the backfield, and the flag after Lambert-Smith caught the football as well. It ended up being a 3-man rush. It looks like there'll be a holding call against Penn State. The initial call. I'm not sure what it is downfield.
Michael Cannon, our official, is over to Brian Harson. That's never a good sign.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both on the offense. Holding, offense number 5. The penalties decline. Holding, offense number 79. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat 3rd down.
So Brian Harson wants to play the field position game. He was going to get a 4th down out of it, but now he wants 3rd and long for Penn State. It's going to be 3rd and 24.
Well, I tell you, Tinsley gets his right hand out. When you're in space like that as a wide receiver on a defensive back, the official will call that every time when he had a piece of the jersey.
Clifford to the line of scrimmage. Ford to his right, motion toward us, so 3 receivers near side. 3rd and 24. Sean goes back, waits. Over the middle, it's Ford. Ford will get as much as he can, and he's going to be decked at the 39-yard line. It'll be 4th down, and Penn State will kick it away. It's the first punt for either team today.
I think Penn State actually did a smart thing. They had a deep zone that time. You cannot force the ball downfield. You got to be patient. You know you can't get the first down. Punting is not a bad thing here right now. Dump the ball off to Ford.
So we have 12 and a half to play in the opening half. 7-3 Nittany Lions. And Scott is deep. Barney Moore, line drive. Keontae Scott lets it in at the 20. Takes it at the 15. Makes one miss. He's got an opening to the 25 and taken down at the 27, 28-yard line.
I tell you, Elston is also very slow in getting up. He's on the punt coverage team downfield. Ends up being about, for missed tackles, ends up being about a 7 or 8 yard gain on the punt return that time. But Elston, who's on the punt coverage team, is a little bit slow in getting up.
Breaking the action, 7-3 Nittany Lions. This is Penn State football from Learfield. 28-yard line. Jarquez Hunter is the running back. Finley the quarterback. Malcolm Johnson the motion away from us. Finley turns. It'll be Hunter. Jumps to his left. He has an opening to the edge and taken down at the 30-yard line. Fabulous play in open field that time by Johnny Dixon. He gets a couple on the play. It's 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, Johnny Dixon has really played well. He's also leading the team in sacks right now from that corner position. I'll tell you what, you got open field again. Hunter trying to put a move on Johnny Dixon. He just broke down, kept his balance, and made the tackle.
By the way, Abdul Carter's in the game at linebacker with Kobe King. Mustafer's in the game at tackle. Robinson and Vanover are the ends with Vandenberg at tackle. From the pistol this time on 2nd down and 8 at the 30. Play action, Finley rolls right. Delivers far side and throws it into the Penn State bench. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 8.
I'll tell you, Vandenberg ends up getting pressure on Finley on that play and actually made him throw that football away. Kind of rolled out to his right. Good quickness by Vandenberg to get up the field and put pressure on Finley.
7 DB package with Beeman at the nose. The ends are Robinson and Isaac, and in at linebacker Jacobs. Hunter to the left of Finley. Fromm on the near side. Schenker far side with 2 wideouts. Back goes Finley. Looks far side. Waits over the shoulder. Did he make the catch? Yes, he did at the Penn State 45-yard line. And a 1st down on a fine play by Landon King.
I'll tell you, this ball by Finley was a perfect throw against pressure that time. Man-to-man coverage that time on Hardy. And Hardy never turned back to the football. It goes over his head for the 1st down, big play on 3rd down.
Hunter and Camden Brown go to the far side. Near side, Coy Moore and Schenker. Ashford's the quarterback with Bigsby at running back. Out to his left. Ashford. He'll give it to Hunter. They're waiting for him. They tried window dressing that time, and Penn State threw the window dressing out of the way. No gain. It's 2nd down and 10 at the Penn State 47.
That PJ Muster out there, along with Isaac as well on the play, shutting it down. But that's just an outstanding throw in the previous play on a 3rd down. Hardy, good man-to-man cover guy, just did not look back to the football on a perfectly thrown ball.
2nd down. Looks like 2nd down about 11, actually. May have lost a yard. Ashford's still the quarterback with Bigsby and Hunter surrounding him. Schenker tight to the far side. Ashford takes it. Quick toss. Threw it into the turf. Incomplete. 3rd down and about 11.
That's where you got to put some touch on the ball. And Ashford tried to drill that ball to Bigsby out there, trying to get a screen. A couple of guys out in front of Bigsby in that flat area. Just threw the football on a line like a bullet and ended up being an incomplete pass. And again, Penn State has a 3rd and long coming up.
Ashford out, Jack, and Finley in. Hunter will be to his right. Two receivers near side, one far side. Flag goes down.
Got a false start.
False start. Offense, number 58. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Penn State's got to get off the field. It's going to be a 3rd and 16 situation here now.
So it's going to be 3rd and 16.
I don't know if Manny Diaz knows how to back off and play zone. He is pressuring. It has worked for him and has worked here so far here today as well. Finley pretty mobile in that quarterback position. See whether in fact he runs with the football.
Jackson far side. Javarius Johnson and Malcolm Johnson near side. Schenker wing left. Finley in the gun. They show blitz. They bring one back. He goes. Runs out of time at opening. 50, 45, 40, and cut down for a first down at the Penn State 34-yard line. Too many openings, Jack, for Finley to run with the ball, and that is not his forte.
Exactly, and then against man-to-man coverage, our defensive line just opened up the seam for him, and he has made the most plays here in the first half. Actually, him running with the football or stepping up into the pocket and delivering the football on the line.
Finley's got 26 yards rushing so far. 9:50 to go opening half, 7-3 Nittany Lions. Under center will be Finley. Hunter, the lone setback. Tight formation. Jackson in motion away from us. Jackson's got it sweeping far side. Gets through the opening to the 25 and inside the 25 and near the first down mark at about the 22, 23-yard line. And it is a first down.
A jet sweep, you're in a little bit of a holding call. Should have been called on wide receiver downfield.
Ashford's now the quarterback, Jack. They'll switch up here.
Jack and James Franklin were saying the same thing to the officials there. So that was as bad as the holding call as you could see.
Exactly.
Hunter the lone setback. Jackson and Moore near side. Now they go trips. Ashford takes it high, snap, gives it to Hunter, bounces to his right, 20, 15, out of bounds, in the arms of Jair Brown for a first down at about the 10-yard line. First and goal, Auburn.
Well, again, getting your running back into that secondary, and this is a guy who can make people miss all over the field. Hunter does a good job of breaking it back to the outside. He has outstanding speed as well. Joey Porter cannot bring him down. And finally, Jair Brown forces him out of bounds at the 10-yard line.
Penn State's done a good job defensively against this team, except on 2 3rd and longs. The 3rd and longs have hurt Penn State. Under center is Finley now with Hunter the lone setback. Hunter's got it, bounces to his right, to the edge, taken down at the 8-yard line by Curtis Jacobs, 2nd and goal.
Curtis Jacobs makes a great open field tackle here on an outstanding running back. Again, all Hunter wants to do is find that soft spot. He gets underneath Robinson that time, but scraping from the inside out is Jacobs, and he makes the play.
Shotgun for Finley. Give it to Hunter again, and he's hemmed in and goes nowhere. 3rd and goal at about the 6, maybe the 7.
Nick Tarburton is down on the play.
So Tarburton now the latest to be attended to by Andy Mutnam and the training staff. Well, we have 7:52 to go and a 7-3 Nittany Lions, Penn State football from Learfield. Big Tarburton to the sideline under his own steam. And Auburn now faced with a 3rd down and goal at the 7. Finley will break them out. Hunter to the right, tight formation. Quick snap, throws near side, caught at the 5. Jackson is hemmed in and down at the 5-yard line. Penn State played it beautifully that time, led by Jonathan Sutherland.
Boy, good job of guys breaking down an open field. Sutherland out there as well. We get pressure right away, right up the middle. Make sure you get Beeman ends up making pressure on the quarterback, gets rid of the football. Good team defense that time by Penn State in the red zone area, forcing another field goal attempt.
Anders Carlson with a 22-yard attempt near hash, angled to his right. Chapman will hold. Waits, put down, kick is up, kick by Carlson is right down the middle and good. 7-6. Nittany Lions, 6:59 to go in the half. And Roger, what do you have? This game, Singleton will be to the near side in the end zone. Far side, up at the 10-yard line, is Devin Ford.
And for all of the physicality in this game, every Penn State player that has gone down, nothing appears to be serious. So when you start to list Jacobs, Tarbert, and Kevon Lee, that list of guys, nothing appears to be serious. So
these guys are told if they feel something, just go down. I mean, they're told that because, look, because you want to make sure, and that's why they're able to get back in the game. Carlson with a pair of field goals today. And he's got it teed up in the near hash. Approaches. Drives an high end over end. Singleton, this time he will take it at the 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and over the 25 and out near the 30-yard line. And that's where the Nittany Lions will put it in play. And so far, Singleton on the kickoffs, you're right, Jack, has shown very good judgment.
Yeah, discipline back there, knowing when to take the fair catch, knowing when to come with it. And when he hits this thing at high speed, I'll tell you what, seeing here from our vantage point right now, took that thing right up the middle and with a burst like that and got good field position.
Start at the 32-yard line. On the near hash going left to right.
See if he throw the football here. No, another false start.
Cannot do that.
False start. Offense number 44. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So it'll be 1st and 15 back at the 27. Bryce Effner is now the right tackle. Singleton is the running back. Hunter Norzad is in the game. He is at left guard. Under center is Clifford. Singleton the deep back. Wide receiver each way. 1st and 15, their own 27. Clifford turns. It'll be Singleton who is left and tripped up at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 15. Good job that time by Marcus Harris.
Yeah, Sal Wormley that time, the right guard, just could not get a hat on the man. He ends up hitting the gap and bringing Singleton down. 5-yard false start. Now a negative play on a Singleton run.
2nd and 15. Lee is now the running back to the left of Clifford. Wide receiver each way. Motion by Strange away from us. Clifford takes it, gives it to Lee. He bursts through, and Lee over the 35 and out near the 36-yard line.
And that's how you cross up a defense. They're thinking pass all the way on 2nd down and long situation. They give the football to Lee, hits that crease on the left side, and ends up getting good yard. Now it's a manageable 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6, their own 36. Lee will be to the left of Clifford. Lambert Smith, Washington, near side, 2 far side, including Tinsley. He's over there with Strange. Now they go trips near side. Clifford on 3rd and 6, play clock, plenty of time at 8. Clifford orchestrating. They show blitz. They bring it. Back he goes. Being chased, delivers, caught by Strange, 1st down in midfield. There's your veteran quarterback that makes the play.
He had a free blitzer. Clifford realized it. He ends up going to his left away from the blitz and finding his open tight end, Strange downfield, and converts.
From the 50. And swinging to the left on the far side to the Auburn 48-yard line, getting a couple on the play. Derek Hall made the stop. It's going to be 2nd down, and we'll call it 9.
Yeah, Derek Hall is kind of all over the field. One thing about being a gifted athlete, but he also hustles on every play. He doesn't take a play off and chase down Clifford on his play.
Lambert Smith far side, 1 to the near side. Clifford under center with Lee the running back. 4:46 to go in the half, 7-6 Nittany Lions. Clifford now backs out, play clock at 8. On 2nd and 9, takes it. Play action, lobs it, caught by Strange, far sideline, and belted out of bounds. Inside the 45 at the 43 of Auburn. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. In fact, they say the 42, 3rd down and 2.
And that was like a moon ball from Clifford that time. Trying to get to his tight end, Strange. Strange got all he could out of that play after the catch. And ends up coming up 2 yards short.
Third down and 2 at the Auburn 42. Far Ash going left to right as we see it. Warren near side. One to the far side. Clifford under center, lead the deep back. Clifford looks it over. Motion by Warren away from us. Sets up in the backfield. Clifford turns. Gives it to Lee. Lee, first down as he barrels to about the 40-yard line. That should move the chains.
Looked like he got beyond the 40 that time, but the linesman comes down and marks it right there at the 40. And that is no question a first down right now. Good hard run by Lee. Lowered his shoulders. First down on the play. Penn State continues on this drive.
Now let's see if they go play action and decide to go up top on first down, Jack.
And Lee's making the most of his opportunity. Singleton had to come off earlier in the drive because he lost his shoe on that one run, so Lee was ready to hop right back out there.
Washington, Tinsley near side. Keandre Lambert-Smith far side. Lee to the left to Clifford. First and 10, Auburn 40, Far Ash. Washington in motion away from us. They give it to Lee. Lee lowers the shoulder. Lee battles to the 35.
Ball came out, but he got back on it,
He
too.
fell on it. Yeah, we saw him fall on it there. He gets 5 in the play. It's going to be second down and 5.
Good surge that time. You got your offensive lineman out in front. Ends up good block. Fashanu ends up leading up inside that time, and Lee is able to get a good physical 5 yards on the first down run.
3:06 to go in the half. 7-6 Penn State. Motion. Clifford back to Lambert-Smith. He wants to throw it back to Clifford and does it to 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, and Sean knocked out of bounds in the Del Grosso Sauce red zone at the 10.
Well, they ran a couple trick plays against us. Ohio did last week. Well, right now, in fact, I talked to James Franklin about any trick plays. He said, we may have one. Well, there was one right here. Little throw back to Clifford. I thought he was going all the way. He had a bunch of offensive linemen out in front of him, but could not take the last guy down.
Singleton now the running back, Jack, on first and goal at just inside the 10. Far Ash attacking the end zone to our right. Clifford, Singleton to the edge, turns the corner to the 10. Singleton out of bounds at about the 7-yard line on the near side. They'll put him down, in fact, at the 6. It'll be second and goal.
We're trying to just bounce this thing to the outside, use that great speed he has. He turns the corner, but defensively, there is some speed in that secondary for Auburn, and end up running him down. It ends up being a solid game.
Washington near side, Lambert-Smith far side. Lambert-Smith, though, in this role would be in his normal one as a pass catcher, not the thrower of it. Singleton to the right of Clifford. Second and goal near Ash at the 6. Motion by Washington. Clifford back. Waits.
He's wide open.
Fires Lambert-Smith at the 4 and ripped down at the 3-yard line. Jackie had him open.
I'll tell you, he also had Parker Washington at the top of the screen, wide open on the play. Breakdown in that secondary. And Clifford just did not see him. Still got a good conversion, but came up 3 yards short of the first down, third down.
Timeout by Auburn. That's their second with 1 remaining, and they'll take it at 1:47 to go in the half. This drive so far has not only eaten up yardage, but 5 minutes off the clock. They've got a third and goal at the 3.
And I'll tell you, that defense on the sideline was probably cheering on more than anybody about this drive, converting on third downs. You're right. Because right now, remember, that quarterback can, in fact, run with the football. So we'll see what happens here on this third down play.
Katron Allen is in at running back. Third and goal at the 3 on the near Ash, attacking the end zone to our right. In the backfield, Allen along with Strange. Trey Wallace in the game. He'll be to the far side. To the near side will be Theo Johnson and Parker Washington. Now they're going to put Johnson, Strange, and Washington near side. Trey Wallace far side. Allen to the left of Clifford. Third and goal at the 3. Motion by Wallace toward us. Takes the snap. Give it to Allen. Bounces to his left to the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State.
Boy, everybody with Auburn thinking he's going to be throwing the football in third and 3 situation. It almost reminiscent of last year's game where Kane went in for the touchdown. They spread everybody out and they handed the football to Kane, and he went in for an easy score. Give Penn State credit right now. In red zone areas, they've been able to get touchdowns, Auburn field goals.
11 plays, 68 yards. They knocked 5:06 off the clock. Katron Allen's first career touchdown. Now the extra point by Jake Pinniger. With 1:46 to go in the half. Good snap, put down, kick is up. Kick by Pinniger is good. 14-6 Nittany Lions. Now let's file this part away. Keep in mind, while Auburn has 1 timeout remaining, Penn State has all 3 timeouts remaining. Gabe Woso has it teed up. Far side, Hunter at the 1. Up at the 6, it's Alston. Kick goes left to right. Belts it high, end over end, and returnable. Hunter will take it at the 6. To his right. To the 15, bottled up and taken down by Malik Mega and Sebastian Constantini at the 15-yard line. And in the field position game, again, 3 timeouts left for Penn State with 1:41 to go in the half.
And the short kick was the Penn State advantage. They didn't have the timing on their kickoff return. They expected that down around the goal line. It was much shorter than that. Hunter came up to get the football. It was a high kick, and Penn State did a good job at covering him, but the timing was not there in their kickoff return.
Well, he faked throwing it. Nobody bought that, especially when the kick was short. 2 left, 2 right, Bigsby to the left. Finley takes it, wants to throw. Delivers far side and caught over the 25 out to the 28-yard line. Good timing on that to Malcolm Johnson.
Jair Brown is beside himself. He thinks he should have jumped this route on the outside that time. A little push off there, but no call.
28-yard line, first down. Finley waits, delivers over the middle, sliding and makes the catch. It is Javarius Johnson, and he's out at the 45-yard line of Auburn. They have moved the ball quickly with 1:27 to go in the half.
Elston, the linebacker, is there. He slips on the play. It's wide open in the middle of the field, and quickly, Auburn is almost to midfield.
2 left, 2 right. Bigsby to the left of Finley. Takes it back, looks near side, delivers. It is caught midfield by Shedrick Jackson. Fumbled the ball, and Penn State's Jonathan Sutherland recovers at midfield. And Penn State takes over with 1:07 to go in the half and 3 timeouts left.
I think Carter may have gotten his hand in there and knocked that football loose. They squeezed the football that time. From the inside, it was Carter, and then from the outside that time, Kalen King.
Now you're going to go to work here. 3 timeouts remaining at 1:07 to go in the half. You've got half the field to work with. Jonathan Sutherland with the fumble recovery that Carter forced.
And this is where this Manny Diaz defense and the Penn State defense is at its best. When they're creating turnovers, they didn't make those big plays in game 1 and game 2. They're doing it by getting their hand on the ball, punching it out, and diving for interceptions. This is where they're at their best, and you can see the reaction on the sideline. They're living for these type of plays.
Shotgun for Clifford. Lee to his left. 2 near side, 1 far side. Takes the snap, back to pass. Quarterback draw, up to the line of scrimmage. They have him hemmed in at the 50.
Boy, it looked like the offensive line didn't know it was a quarterback draw because they're standing there really in the way of Clifford. Normally, your offensive linemen are going downfield, peeling and getting a block on somebody. Comes up the middle of that time, just could not get anything going at all in that quarterback draw.
So, timeout call with 1:01 to go in the half. Take a break. This is Penn State football from Learfield.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey, cheesy, crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously, but as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm your game day face paint, and you just rubbed me right into your eye. Now your vision is super irritated. So is that driver you just hit. And if you have cut rate car insurance, these damages will rob you blind. So switch to Allstate, save $744, and get protected from mayhem, like me.
Average auto savings of new customers surveyed in 2021 who reported auto savings when switching to Allstate. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
The year was 1919. Barbasol shaving cream was invented by a dreamer named Frank Shields. The world's first modern shave cream, Barbasol changed the face of shaving forever.
Because Auburn was thinking pass all the way and were able to run it in for Allen in for the score. You've got Singleton in that backfield. There may be a crease in here because they got a four-man rush and two linebackers in there. I wouldn't mind crossing him up and see if you can't run the football here.
Tinsley is Strange far side, near side Washington. Singleton's the running back. Washington and Wallace near side. Singleton to the left to Clifford. 3rd and 9, Auburn 49. He will throw. Goes back, waits, delivers near sideline. Washington, and incomplete. The pass was a bit short. Kaufman on the coverage that time. 4th down, and Barney Amore will have to kick it away with 51 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, this is a real wasted opportunity. James Franklin could not be happy with this turnover. You play complimentary football. Your defense just did a great job of getting the ball back on a turnover, and they end up doing a 3 and out.
Barney Amore will punt it away.
That is a big stop for Auburn here going into the half.
Keontae Scott will stand back at the 6-yard line. Good snap. Kicks it out. High twisting punt. Scott will take it at the 3. Scott up the middle and hit at the 9-yard line. Tyler Elston downfield with Malik Mega and Jair Brown. And Auburn takes over with 42 seconds to go in the half.
Going back to that last drive for Penn State. Started with the first down quarterback draw by Clifford. Looked like completely out of sync and just could not convert. And like I said, wasted an opportunity to get more points right before the end of the half.
St. Durant in the defensive tackle. Abdul Carter at linebacker.
I'd be surprised they throw the football here.
Finley. Zone 9. He will throw. Back, being chased in the end zone, and just throws it away. Incomplete.
I tell you, they're going to look at this thing in a long time. Whether, in fact, I think he did get out of the tackle box area.
Barely. I mean, I think he did. And now, some pushing and shoving at the end. I'll tell you, the Big Ten crew's doing a good job of just not throwing flags and keeping everybody controlled.
I'll tell you, Auburn dodged a bullet here.
Yeah, they did.
Because this very easily could have been a safety.
Yes.
He threw the football away, but he got outside the tackle box area on the play. And I'm sure that Bigsby will get this football now because they almost gave up 2 points.
Number 9, 2nd down and 10, their own 9. He will throw again. Goal line, steps up, opening. It's going to be hit by Hardy, and at 6'7", 250, he's finally ripped down, and the flag goes down at the 23-yard line, and now more pushing and shoving.
I think that's flags for one of the offensive linemen coming up after he was already down and hitting a Penn State player from behind.
I do too, Brian. I think this is actually an Auburn penalty.
I can't believe they're throwing the football.
Yeah, I am shocked at this right now.
29 seconds left in the half.
I'll tell you, Finley looks a little bit
dinged up
here, right back at the 5-yard line.
He got hit pretty hard at time, and then finally driven into the turf. The problem is after the play.
After the play's over, unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense number 71. After distance to the goal, it will be 1st and 10. That is number 71's first unsportsmanlike conduct of the game.
It's on Brandon Council, and the crowd does not appear to be enamored with the call.
Timeout, Auburn. Their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
It's a 30-second timeout again.
Well, you know what? In the first half of last week's game, I think they had 8 penalties.
Yeah.
And they have penalties here right now. And I am just surprised what they're trying to do. They just barely avoided a safety by Finley in the end zone, throwing a football away. Continued to run with the football. He might have got dinged up a little bit on that play. But if he's going to run the football that many times out of the pocket, he's going to get hit down there and then personal foul penalty. So this ball's at the 11-yard line, and I would think Auburn's going to be very happy to go in at halftime only being down 8.
There's 29 seconds to go in the half.
But Auburn used the timeout here, so they must be thinking more, right?
You would think. I mean, it's their timeout. Finley is still in at quarterback, Bigsby to his left. So now they've gained 2 yards on this drive. It's 1st and 10, their own 11. 2 left, 2 right. Finley at the 5. Takes the snap, wants to throw. Dumps it off to Bigsby at the 10. Bigsby 15, 20, cuts to his right, open field. He's to the 30, 35, midfield, and taken down at the 45, 48-yard line. First down Auburn with 18 seconds to go in the half.
Penn State just did a terrible job of tackling in open field. You force it back in the middle of the field. Everybody overruns it. Joey Porter ends up helping out on the tackle. That's huge.
Finley back. Hit from behind by Robinson. The ball's loose, and Finley jumps on it back at the 34-yard line. Chop Robinson knocked it out of his hands, and now Auburn, they're going to have to throw up the white flag.
I'll tell you, this Isaac almost gets to this fumble.
I know.
Almost gets to that fumble, trying to throw the football again, and somehow, some way, Auburn's going to go to the locker room still only down 8 with all the things that happened here in the last minute and a half.
Auburn gets the ball to start the second half. 14-6 Nittany Lions at the break. This is Penn State football from Learfield.
See whether, in fact, they come out here in Auburn and try to just maintain Bigsby and Hunter and pound the football. But really, the quarterback has been the key, though. He's running with the football. He's run the football for 44 yards, 6 rushes for 44 yards, and see whether Manny Diaz does anything to shadow him a little bit here in the second half, but especially if Penn State gets a 2-score lead, then they would have to throw the football, and then you want to spy on that quarterback.
Gabe Wosu will kick it off. Kick will go left to right as we see it. Ball fell off the tee, so Jonathan Sutherland will hold it. Far side, Hunter at the 2. Up at the 6, it's Alston. Kick high in the air, returnable. Hunter back pedals, takes it at the goal line. 5-10 to his left, 15-20. Jump cut and belted at the 20-yard line. Made the 21. Wosu was down there that time with Carter.
But Penn State has done a good job on Hunter for the most part. Also, when he got the ball in open field as well, we were able to contain him. Really, the problem for Penn State in the first half was the quarterback running with the football, Finley.
So Penn State will start the second half with Tarburton and Isaac the ends. Mustafer and Beeman will be the tackles. Linebackers will be Jacobs, Elston, and Sutherland. Corners are King and Porter. Safeties. And they'll give it inside, and no gain right away. Penn State waiting for Bigsby. Great job by Curtis Jacobs that time, and it was set up by the defensive tackles.
I'll tell you, Jacobs coming up and cleaning up, but Isaac as well has played across the line of scrimmage a number of different times. And then you get in the backfield, get penetration against a running back in the backfield, that will shut down a running game.
Ellison Brown of the safeties to round it out. Second down and 12, their own 19-yard line. Empty backfield for Finley now as Bigsby comes in motion, sets up near side. Finley with the empty backfield. Back, waits, delivers near side, and missed him at the 25, and incomplete. Trying to get it to Bigsby. That time, what did Jacobs do? He stayed in the middle.
Well, that time also, Bigsby, who's a running back, lined up as a wide receiver. He didn't come out of a break like a wide receiver would, and that ball was out in front of him for an incomplete pass. And here's another third down and long, 3rd and 12 situation.
Hunter sets up to the far side. Bigsby's in the backfield. Now Hunter comes in motion toward us, sets up to the left of Finley. 3rd and 12, their own 19. Finley, long count. Takes it, back, play action fake. Pressure, being chased, rolls right, taken down by Adisa Isaac back at the 12-yard line. That was a covered sack.
There was nowhere to go with the football downfield, and Isaac has been more and more active as each game is going on, coming back from that Achilles injury of last week, and the quickness, the athleticism of Isaac that time brings down Finley on a 3-and-out and should get good field position out of that. Great job by the defense coming out at the beginning of the third quarter.
First punt of the day for Oscar Chapman, averaging under 40 yards a punt, 39-8. Washington awaits the punt at his own 48. Chapman takes it, rolls to his right, kicks it, high end over end, fair catch called for by Washington, executes the fair catch back at his own 42-yard line, and that's where the Nittany Lions will put it in play. 1st and 10, a break. This is Penn State football from Learfield. Penn State 1st and 10, their own 42. Nicholas Singleton's the running back up front. Fashanu and Wallace the tackles. Guards are Wormley and Tangwall. The center is Juice Scruggs. Hammersmith to the far side, Washington near side. Warren up on the line of scrimmage, and a wing right Strange. Under center is Clifford. On their own 42. Washington in motion away from us. Clifford under center, takes it, turns. Singleton through the opening. He's got an opening to the 45, 50, 45, 40. Near sideline 30, 25, 20, 15 to the 10, and down inside the 10. Now they say he stepped out at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, Nittany Lions in the Del Grosso Sauce red zone.
Well, he jump-started the running game last week against Ohio, and this time when they get the football back off that right side, he hits this thing at high speed. But a good block by Strange at tight end. It kicks it out for him, and the hole was right there.
1st and goal at the 5, near Ash, attacking the end zone to our right. Singleton the lone setback in the pistol. It's going to be Nicholas up the middle, bounces to his right, lowers the shoulders, submarined at about the 2 near the 1-yard line. It is going to be 2nd down and goal at the 1.
Yeah, he can bounce it to the outside, but he can come off tackle like he did right here and take on that defensive back, lower his shoulder, and get to the 1-yard line on that play. Lower your pad level and get low and get underneath the defender.
Near Ash, 2nd and goal at the 1, attacking the end zone to our right. Clifford under center, Singleton is the lone setback. Now they bring Warren into the backfield. Offset left fullback. Clifford on 2nd and goal at the 1, turns, Singleton, left side to the goal line. Singleton, touchdown, Penn State. And the Nittany Lions have that coveted 2-score lead.
Well, a defender comes off the edge, and we just get just enough of him. Warren, the tight end, just gets a piece of the defender coming off the edge, cannot get to Singleton, and he goes in for the touchdown.
So Penn State starts the second half with a flourish with a 3-and-out, and then the Nicholas Singleton show takes over.
We've heard so much about the running backs from Auburn. Well, I'll tell you, Penn State has a 5-star running back who make big plays as well. Singleton takes the ball deep into Auburn territory and finishes it off.
53-yard run to set it all up. Touchdown confirmed, and now the extra point. Cristall will snap it. Amore puts it down. Kick by Pinniger up. And it sails through and good. 21-6 Nittany Lions. 12-16 to play in the third at Jordan-Hare Stadium. This is Penn State football from Learfield.
I'm Coach James Franklin. Penn State University has become my home. The players are like family to me. My approach to coaching has always been about people.
12-16 to play in the third. 21-6 Nittany Lions. Sanders Sahadic will kick off. Just inside the near hash, so Hunter's on the goal line near hash. Up at the 5 far hash is Alston. Sahadic approaches, and Sander drives it high, end over end. Hunter's going to let it sail over his head into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25, and Roger, what do you have?
On at 10:30 next week. Wise Markets. Eat better. Spend less. That's Wise.
1st and 10 Auburn to the 25. Jack, that big turn of events, and Singleton has that burst.
Well, when we really have a 3-and-out and get the football back, we are not only just a passing football team. With Singleton back there, he's a threat at any time.
Motion by Schenker away from us. It's going to be Alston, the freshman, and he's going to be decked at the 25, may have made the 26.
I tell you, Kobe King is starting to really feel it there at that linebacking position. He just reads it initially. When the cutback is right there, he is there. He gets his arm on the running back, Alston, and brings him down.
You guys talked about the 2-score lead. Sean Clifford was down here at the end of the bench near the defense, firing them up. He realizes this is an opportunity to put this football game away.
And he is so right. It is second down and 8 at their own 27. Bigsby now the running back to the right of Finley. Finley, motion. Finley rolls right, sets up, fires back, and incomplete. Dixon. Oh, no.
Oh, that is anticipating a call.
No.
He's saying a hold. He's saying it's going to be a hold on Johnny Dixon. But in our vantage point, which is not exactly the 50-yard line, we're looking right at that play.
Before the pass, holding.
Okay, well,
Defense, number 3. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
But when the flags came out, it was so late. If there was a flag that late, you'd feel like it was interference.
Well, he gets his right hand. Initially, when he comes off, he does get his right hand on the jersey. So
I'll defer. He's down there.
I will acquiesce to that call right now. But on the contact down there at the 45-yard line, there was no pass interference at all.
37-yard line with the first down on the penalty. They'll send 2 to the far side, 2 near side. Bigsby is to the left of Finley. First and 10, their own 37. Bigsby a motion away from us. Empty backfield. Finley goes back, rolls into trouble, and just threw it away into the bench. Incomplete. Curtis Jacobs was all over him, second and 10.
And he'll get away with it because he's outside the tackle box, and the ball got to the line of scrimmage. Just barely, but good job by Jacobs that time. I'll tell you, Isaac is also picking up his game as well.
Yes.
So it's a correct call because he just had enough muscle to get that football to the line of scrimmage. If not to the line of scrimmage, then it would have been intentional grounding.
And to his credit, awareness. To the far side, Malcolm Johnson and Jackson. Near side, Javarius Johnson, who now goes a motion away from us. Bigsby to the left of Finley on second and 10, their own 37. Now Bigsby shifts to the right. Now to the left. Play clock is at 0.
I'll tell you, you worry about a hometown crowd, but a couple more plays like this because they wasted a lot of time. Yeah. They did not want to call the timeout on the sideline because you needed it here in the second half.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, second down.
It's second down and 15 back at the 32-yard line of Auburn.
Yeah, we had Bigsby lined up in 2 or 3 different places in that backfield and took so much time that the clock finally ran out. And then, like I said, did not want to waste and call the timeout. They took the 5-yard penalty.
Ellie's in at tackle, joining Mustafer. Robinson and Isaac are now the ends. Kobe King flanked by Sutherland and Jacobs at linebacker. Bigsby to the left of Finley. 2 far side, 1 near side. Finley looks it over on second and 15. Takes it, goes back, waits. Being chased by Dixon. Gets away into the hole and then taken down at the 35-yard line. It's going to be third down and 12 for Auburn.
I'll tell you, Johnny Dixon coming off the edge, he's been a factor. And then you get all kind of good hustle that time. Ellies ends up helping out on the play and to hold that to a short gain. Finley trying to get out of the pocket, bide some time. That sets up this, again, the 3rd and 13. Let's see if Manny Diaz is going to do something different against Finley here on the first third down play here in the second half.
7 DBs in the game. Robinson, Beeman, and Isaac up front. Linebacker is Jacobs. Bigsby to the left of Finley. 2 far side, 2 near side. Finley takes it. Back. Has time. Runs out of time. Robinson fumbles the football loose on the turf. They scramble at the 30-yard line. Penn State's around it. And the Nittany Lions have recovered.
I'll tell you, Jair Brown. They have Robinson. I mean, they came after him on a 3rd and 13 situation, and Penn State ends up with the recovery.
Now they need to cash it in. 3rd takeaway of the day for the Nittany Lions.
But Manny Diaz will not back off, and 7 defensive backs against Auburn here. because he had him in 3rd and 13 situation. The pressure breaks down, but initially Robinson is the guy. Jair Brown cleans up on a play, but the initial pressure by Chop Robinson, putting the pressure on Finley, and then Jair Brown cleans up.
Far side, it's Lambert Smith and Washington. Tinsley near side. The running back is Singleton to the right of Clifford. On the line of scrimmage is Strange.
Boy, a fake to Singleton here would go a long way.
Singleton takes it to the edge. They've got him at the 30-yard line. No gain. 2nd down and 10.
A guy just ran one against you for 50. I think you're going to come out that next series and make sure you know where number 10 is. I thought they'd go play action here. Auburn did a good job defensively of going to Singleton and bringing him down for no gain.
They'll take Tinsley and Strange near side. Far side, Lambert Smith at Washington. Clifford will be in the gun with Singleton to his left. 2nd and 10, Auburn 30, near Ash. Attacking the end zone to our right. Clifford goes back. Tinsley's got it. Tinsley open field, turns up to the 31 and is thrown out of bounds there. In fact, they'll throw him out at the 31. It's going to be 3rd and 11. Down 11. You got to get something out of it here.
Oh, yeah, exactly. After
Lambert Smith, far side, matched up on James. Near side, trips. Strange, Washington, Tinsley. Clifford on 3rd down, takes it. Delivers. And knocked away by DJ James and incomplete, intended for Lambert Smith. It's 4th down, and now you're going to try a long field goal with Jake Pinniger.
When this offense is in rhythm, that 1st down play is a positive play. Singleton did not get anything at all. He in fact lost on that 1st down run, and that's why Penn State right now is going to try a long field goal.
So it'll be a 49-yard attempt on the far hash. Angle is to his right. Chris Stahl will snap it. Barney Amore will put it down for Jake Pinniger. Pinniger waits. Good snap, put down. The kick is up by Pinniger. The kick by Pinniger is good, and Penn State leads it 24-6 with 9:27 to go in the 3rd.
And we're in an area where we can see that field goal very, very well. He got a lot of leg into that thing. Where a drive that stalled for us offensively, we're able to get the 3 points.
There was a flag down late. We'll check it out. It will not affect the 3 on the board. 24-6 Nittany Lions, 9:27 to play in the 3rd. This is Penn State football from Learfield. 7 out of that because you feel at that point you have really put yourself on a path to winning. It is still a 3-score lead, though, for Penn State, 24-6. The penalty was on Sal Wormley.
Yeah, and they're going to be kicking off from around the 15-yard line.
20-yard line.
20.
Yep.
Sorry, 20.
Yep.
The yard line's a long way away from this booth.
I mean, look, Brian, that sideline, though, still must be energized. They got something out of it, and Pinniger belted it from 49.
Absolutely, and that's a big lift for Jake after he missed a couple last week, a field goal and a point after. And, yeah, the sideline senses that there's an opportunity to close it out, and that may have helped do that.
Still got to do more work. There's 9:27 to play in the 3rd. Sanders Saedic will kick it off. Hunter's at the 10. Alston is up at the 15. Kick goes left to right. Hunter underneath it, takes it at the 15, near side. Through the opening, there is a hole. 35, 40, and taken down just before he got to the 40 at the 39-yard line.
I tell you, he hits a hole when it's there for him.
Yeah.
Hunter does a great job on kickoff returns. Obviously, with the 15-yard penalty, you got a time to find an opening in that Penn State defense. Good field position for Auburn right now, but Penn State defensively here in the second half has really shut them down.
Burton, Van over the ends, Beeman and Vandenberg the tackles, linebackers, Elsden, joined by Carter. And on 1st down, Ashford's the quarterback. Ashford back, pump fakes, being chased, dumps it off, screen pass to Hunter. Hunter hit by Reed and thrown down at midfield, and that will be an Auburn 1st down.
Well, sometimes you got on defense, you just got to understand when you have a new quarterback, they want something easy here for him right now to get his confidence. The screen pass is so, effortless to throw the ball out there and get the ball in your running back's hands. Penn State defense was not ready for it. Ashton ends up making a big play.
At midfield, now they shift everybody to the right, putting Trips far side and Bigsby a wing right with Ashford at quarterback. Ashford takes it, wants to throw again, looks for Bigsby, throws to him, got it at the 50, to the edge, slipped and is decked at the 49 of Penn State by Carter. He got 2 in the play, second down and 8.
That's good closing speed by Carter. He has a good, outstanding running back in Bigsby out in the flat area. Again, trying to get something easy to his running back and ends up bringing him down. Good closing speed by the linebacker at 235 pounds of Carter.
Jack Manny Diaz told me yesterday in the hotel that he's still looking to learn more about his personnel. I think he's learning a lot about Abdul Carter and King at linebacker today.
Ashford is still the quarterback. Bigsby to his right. 2 receivers near side. On second down and 8 at the Penn State 49. Ashford takes it. Bigsby through the opening to the 40 and taken down inside the 40 at the Penn State 37. Let's pause 10 seconds for stations down the line to identify themselves. This is Penn State football from Learfield. Bigsby again up the middle this time, and he made the 35. That's it. It'll be second down and 8.
Right now, you're so concerned about the quarterback because the quarterback, Ashford, can run with the football. Great quickness. It's throwing the football downfield has been an issue. He had an interception last week in the first half against San Jose State as well.
Penn State changes the entire defensive front. They could because Auburn changed personnel. Ashford's still the quarterback. Alston is to his left now. 2 left, 2 right on second and 8. Penn State 35. Hunter now sets up to the right. Motion away from us by Alston. Back goes Ashford. Being chased. Throws it away and into the bench. He's not out of the... Now, I think they're going to say neighborhood for the receiver, Alston.
Yeah, the linesman is pointing to a guy on the outside.
And that's correct. Alston was there. I mean, we all know Ashford just trying to throw it away, but... There is a receiver in the area, third and 8.
Good job of keeping him in the pocket, not letting him roll out. Penn State doing a nice job of just containing the quarterback and let that secondary downfield do the coverage on the wide receivers. Now he's got to throw the football. You can't just dump it off a screen. You can't dump it off to Bigsby out of the backfield. Let's see what Penn State... I know Manny Diaz is going to bring some blitz.
Yes. 7:04 to go in the third. 24-6 Nittany Lions. Third and 8. Auburn, Penn State 35. Hunter to the right of Ashford. And the play clock ran out again.
No, I think Franklin called a timeout.
Yep.
Charge timeout, Auburn.
Oh.
They're first of the half.
Well, I think they called the timeout because the play clock was at 0. So a break. 7:04 to go. Third quarter. 24-6 Nittany Lions. This is Penn State football from Learfield. Third down 8 Auburn. Penn State 35-yard line. Ashford, the quarterback, under center. Ashford pitches it. Bigsby to the edge. Cuts inside. Great move by Bigsby. Gets to the 30-yard line. It's going to bring up a 4th down and about 2 for Auburn at the 30-yard line.
I'll tell you, Bigsby does a great job out here. Their linebacker out there. Robinson's out there. They're trying to bring him down. Open field. Bigsby's got so many moves out there. Setting up this 4th and 2 right here. Could be go a long ways where this game's going to end up.
4th and 2, Penn State 29. Ashford, a quarterback. Bigsby to his right. 2 near side, 1 far side. 4th and 2. Ashford now shifts everybody. Bigsby to his left. Play clock's down to 4. Ashford takes it, rolls left, looks, delivers a dart, and it's caught at the 23-yard line at a 1st down. Javarius Johnson with the catch, and Auburn keeps the drive alive with 6:10 to go here in the third.
Yeah, Reed just got caught up in traffic and could not get outside when Ashford rolled out to his left.
Empty backfield, trips far side, 2 near side. Ashford goes back, waits, throws for Schenker, makes the catch inside the 10, and has it for a 1st down at the Penn State 7.
This is a good throw that time. Good coverage. Marquise Wilson is right there on man-to-man coverage. He got shielded off.
Ashford, Bigsby, tripped up. Ashford still got the ball, and he's hemmed in. He's going to be taken out for a loss. take him down for a loss at the 12-yard line as they faked to Bigsby. Ashford kept it, and Penn State was aware of it. Lost back to the 12, second and goal.
Tell you, Jack, Chop Robinson got his hand on that football there. He almost jarred it loose again.
Exactly. Looked like he got a little bit banged up on that play at the end of it as well. Penn State making some substitutions right now to just keep some people fresh here. They've been kept Auburn out of the end zone, made them do field goals. The 2nd and 12 situation right now in that red zone area.
2nd and goal at the 12. Bigsby to the right of Ashford, 2 left and 2 right. Ashford takes it, blitz coming there after him, and down he goes. Back at the 22-yard line. Penn State on the blitz with Abdul Carter.
Carter just hits that thing at high speed. James Franklin talked about it getting more and more playing time for Carter. Well, that's the kind of burst he has from that linebacker position. Comes right up the middle, and even a quarterback as elusive as Ashford could not get away from him.
He had no chance to even move. Carter was on top of him.
Now we have to play smart here. It's 3rd and 24.
3rd and goal. Bigsby to the right. 1 far side, 2 near side. Ashford takes it, back to pass, has some time, delivers, intercepted at the 10-yard line. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and knocked out of bounds on the far side as Penn State gets the pick from Jair Brown.
Great job by Jair Brown. I don't see a flag. There's got to be one.
There is, Jack. They got it.
Okay, good. Jair Brown has not had an interception the first 2 games. Well, he comes up with one here on a 3rd and long. He has great ball skills. This secondary for Penn State, we've gotten Auburn where we want him, throwing the football downfield. And Jair Brown is like a middle linebacker, breaks underneath this, and got outstanding hands, and then he gets hit out of bounds after that. It's going to be another 15 yards.
Jair Brown's first interception of the season, and here's Michael Cannon.
Personal foul, late hit out of bounds. Offense number 25. 15-yard penalty added on the end of the play. First down, Penn State.
So they're going to tack on 15, and they're going to start in Auburn territory at about the Auburn 45-yard line. First interception of the season for Jair Brown, the 7th of his career.
Well, Jair Brown, all he's doing is reading Ashford, the quarterback. He's like a middle linebacker, and all he is reading his eyes. When he's trying to get to that deep in route by the wide receiver, he breaks underneath with his great hands, makes the interception.
4th takeaway of the day for the Nittany Lion defense. They start in Auburn territory at the Auburn 48. Clifford under center. Katron Allen up the middle now, bounces to a left out the block from Fashanu. Inside the 45. Now right around the 45, I should say. Taken down there. Picked up maybe a yard on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 9.
One thing about these defenses, the SEC and Auburn is one of them where you go sideline to sideline, they can run you down, and that's exactly what happened to Allen.
You better believe it, Jack. Great call. Singleton now is the running back. 2nd down. Actually, we'll call it 2nd and 10. 2 near side, 1 far side. Clifford takes it. Play action fake. Back to pass. Down the near sideline, Singleton comes back to the ball, knocked away and incomplete.
There's a flag down from the secondary.
I tell you, he had Singleton,
and
that looked like a wheel route out of the backfield, and he was open. It underthrown by Clifford on the play. He had to wait for the football, gave the defender time.
Yeah, Puckett's the one that broke it up. It's going to be on Penn State, I think
it's offensive pass interference, I think.
Pass interference. Offense number 6. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat 2nd down.
On Trey Wallace with 3:29 to play in the 3rd, and Penn State leading 24-6.
You're running a route to your back out of the backfield. It's not like a screen where you're blocking ahead of time by one of your receivers. And that's a big penalty. It really can change his drive.
2nd down and a half acre. 2 left, 2 right. Clifford takes it back to pass. Steps up, looks, throws, caught underneath. It's Washington 50, 45, 40, and down to the Auburn 35-yard line. And a first first down for Penn State.
And I'll tell you, Sean Clifford, awareness in the pocket, where the pressure is coming from. He does a great job of feeling pressure, moving it a little bit to his right, and put the ball right on the hands of Parker Washington for the first down.
That's how you pick up a half acre. Penn State 1st and 10, Auburn 35-yard line near Ash, attacking the end zone to our right. Clifford too far side. He's in the gun. Takes it. It's going to be up the middle. Bouncing to his right is Katron Allen. Spins to the 31. Gets 4 in the play. 2nd down and 6. The clock to 2:46 to go in the third. 24-6 Nittany Lions.
And also giving a good rest for the defense. Boy, the defense really set the tone here in the third period, coming out, getting it 3 and out. Penn State offense that goes down and scores, and it's been all Penn State here the entire second half.
Tinsley in the game with Theo Johnson on the far side. DeAndre Lambert-Smith near side. Allen's the lone setback with Clifford under center. Sean with that punch set to his left. Turns. Pitches it back to Allen. Allen through the whole 30. 25-20. Allen tripped up at the 15-yard line and down at the 13. Penn State in the Del Grosso sauce red zone with 2:10 to play in the third.
And I think a lot of these running backs for Penn State, all the talk was about the running backs from Auburn and how outstanding they were. And all of a sudden, Singleton and Allen, they started to take control of this football game here late in the third quarter.
Allen and Singleton have combined for 114 yards on 16 carries. He's to the right again. It's going to be Allen through the opening to the 10, and a flag goes down late behind the play.
Oh, it's 5 yards behind the play.
You gotta be kidding me. But here's the call.
Holding. Offense, number 84. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat first down.
So the break that Auburn needed there with 1:45 to play in the third. They'll back them up 10, back to the 23 where it'll be 1st and 20.
And Jack, you talk about the running game. This is a lot different than doing it against Ohio, too. The Auburn front really is the strength of their team, and Penn State's winning the battle in the trenches.
No, without a doubt, especially starting here in the third quarter. They have really taken control. Complimentary football with the defense, and that's why they have the lead here at 24-6.
Allen to the right of Clifford on 1st and 20. Auburn 23. Too far side, 1 near side. Clifford takes it, back to pass. Steps up, delivers over the middle. Caught at the 5-yard line and decked to throw back at the 6. Parker Washington. And a flag comes in late.
Well, Parker Washington ends up making this catch, a tough catch. He knew he's going to get hit inside that 5-yard line. And we'll wait for the official call on this.
Well,
can't be a targeting, can it? Well, it could.
It's college football. I don't know. I mean, I watched the play over again. He gets hit in the shoulder pads. I thought it was a good square tackle. There's nothing wrong with the tackle.
And also Parker Washington bounces up as well. So
see if they pick it up.
There is no foul on the play.
Good call.
Be 2nd down.
That's the right call. That is the right call.
I know you get the sense from up there, but this is a physical football game. And Penn State's popping up every time. They just continue to respond and fight and battle. That's a big reason why they're up there.
Well, Penn State now has the ball at the Auburn 6-yard line. Clifford in the pistol this time. It's Allen through the opening to the 5, to the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State. They cash in the Jair Brown interception, and the Nittany Lions on the verge of putting it away, leading 30-6.
Well, this is all the offensive line doing a great job. Good kick-out block again by Strange, but good movement by the offensive line, and you finish it up. That's the physical type running that I think James Franklin has been looking for in this football team this year, and he is getting it here at Auburn on the road.
Allen has a career high, 52 yards. Singleton has 68. Freshmen here have done the job, combining for 120 yards on 17 carries and 3 touchdowns. They're looking to make sure he got in. And he did. I mean, I could have told you.
You couldn't at the other end, I bet.
Maybe. Put down, kick is up, and Jake's extra point is good. 31-6. Nittany Lions, a dominant third quarter.
Finley or Ashford, 7-6 defensive backs, all the different pressures, all the different drops, zone reads, all of those type of things. And that's why Brown was able to make that easy interception when the quarterback is staring down a receiver maybe 2 or 3 yards over his head.
Sanders Sahanic will kick it off. Line drive, hook toward the corner. It's going to go out of bounds. It started at 35. You don't want to do that. No free yards. No free yards. Going to start at the 35. And that Penn State defense, what a job they have done today. They have forced 4 turnovers in this game.
And every time they get a turnover, Manny Diaz is running down the sideline looking for someone to chest bump. He jumps about 15 feet in the air. I'm trying to avoid it. You got Pat Kraft once, I saw today, at least once.
Yeah, but Pat Kraft wanted to.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I'm surprised Pat didn't run at him.
It may have been mutual.
Yes. Ashford will stay as the quarterback. I got a feeling he's going to quarterback the rest of this game, Jack. Hunter's to his right. 2 near side, 1 far side. Motion away from us. Ashford back, opening. He can run. He's at the 40, 45, to the 40. Keeps going inside the 40 and down near the 35-yard line of the first down.
Yeah, you've got to stay in your lanes with this kid. I mean, you don't have to worry that much. Let that secondary cover the people downfield. Stay in your lanes. And he is so quick. You see PJ trying to chase after him. Finally, I think Jair Brown brings him down, but way too big a lead.
So down at about, the 36-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Penn State 36. Ashford throws far side, overshot him, and then picked up by Johnson on the deflection at the 31-yard line. A great job by Javaris Johnson to make that catch.
I'll tell you, Isaac coming off the edge that time, got to the quarterback, Ashford, right when he delivered the ball. That's why he was so high on the play. He was able to bring it in on a deflection reception.
Rolling down to 22 seconds to go in the third quarter. 31-6 Nittany Lions. 2 far side, Cedric Jackson near side, wing left. Motion away from us. Under center is Ashford. Lone setback, Hunter. Play action, rolls right, throws to Hunter, and just missed him completely at the 30. Incomplete with 7 seconds to go. He makes that play action fake to no one, Jack, and it doesn't fool a person on the planet.
Yeah, Tarburton is coming up the field and doesn't even take that fake. That's why he has to get rid of the football. And Hunter just didn't even turn around quick enough for that ball.
7 seconds to go in the third. 31-6 Nittany Lions. It's going to be 3rd down for Auburn and 5 of the Penn State 32-yard line. Motion away from us. Hunter is to the left of Ashford. Trips far side. And a flag goes down. I think Penn State moved.
We may have moved, but we were not in the neutral zone. It's a false start.
False start. Offense, number 62. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Well, one thing we've adjusted to, the crowd noise here at the stadium is not a factor anymore.
At 31-6, you can shut that down.
It looks about half the people wearing orange have headed out.
I tell you right now, 31-6 lead. That's the equivalent of the mute button on your TV.
Some people prefer to do it on radio, I think.
Well, not when 2 guys are talking. Me, I agree. Ashford running back each side. 2 far side, 1 near side. Bigsby a motion away from us. Ashford back to pass. Steps up, fires wide open, is Moore over the middle. Cut down at the 25 and down at the 24. That's an Auburn 1st down on the final play of the third quarter. But what a dominant third quarter for the Nittany Lions. Penn State outscores Auburn 17-0 in the third quarter, taking a 14-6 halftime lead. They go to the 4th with a 31-6 lead on the Penn State Sports Network from Learfield. These will be Brown and Ellis and Jack. They have forced 4 turnovers in this game.
The Penn State defense, when they went to 7 defensive backs, different looks, interceptions and causing fumbles, hesitation by the quarterbacks, really not understanding how to attack it right now, and I don't think they have the wide receivers to do that.
Ashford to his right, he just wants to run. He gets to the edge, and they're at the edge waiting for him and out of bounds inside the 25 at the 23-yard line, maybe the 22.
Well, we got guys who are running to the football. You have Sutherland out there making sure that quarterback Ashford cannot turn upfield, and that's where he gets those big yards. They're going to hold him to a 2-yard gain on the outside. That's a win for the Penn State defense.
You need 8 on this one. Ashford looks over to the sideline now. Ashford, 2 left, 2 right. Penn State shows blitz. They bring it. They dump it off. It's complete to the back out of the backfield. Hurtling down to the goal line near the pylon. Touchdown, Jarquez Hunter. They used the blitz of Penn State against at that time and slipped Hunter out of the backfield.
Well, we got caught up in the wash, and Sutherland could not get out there on man-to-man coverage. Well, you got to anticipate there's going to be traffic on the inside, and you're in a trail position at the beginning, and that was just an easy touchdown because Sutherland, a good man-to-man cover guy, just got caught up in traffic and couldn't get out.
First career touchdown pass for Robbie Ashford. They'll go for 2. For Hunter, his 9th career touchdown. And they'll go for 2, putting it on the far hash. It is 31-12 Penn State. Hunter will set up to the right of Ashford.
You got to worry about a quarterback draw from him.
Now they set up with a bunch set near side. Takes it, rolls right, looks in the end zone, waits, looks. He's going to take it himself to the edge and knocked out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Keaton Ellis ran it beautifully that time. 2-point conversion, no good. 31-12 Nittany Lions with 14:27 to play in the game. This is Penn State football from Learfield. Penn State expects an onside kick. Devin Ford, the lone guy, back at the 15. Jack, as you said, they kicked to him. Fair catch.
Yeah, because there's no timing, no blocking at all, so just take the football.
Carlson approaches. He will kick it away. High end overran. Fair catch call by Ford. Good call. Penn State starts at the 25.
And this is a part of the game right now where you want to finish it off here in the 4th quarter. You put together a drive, a ball-controlled drive to be able to run the football against Auburn the entire second half here. Big play, some freshman running backs. But continue. When you think you're going to run the football, let's see if Penn State offensively, their offensive line and running backs can, in fact, do it.
Lambert Smith far side, bunch set near side with Strange, Johnson, and Tinsley. The lone setback is Singleton with Clifford under center. Far Ash going right to left as we see it from their own 25. Turns, Singleton into the hole. Singleton's going to be hit at the 28-yard line and taken down there. Gets 3, 2nd down and 7. Let's stay with a 31-12 lead. Clock rolls to 14:10 to play in the game.
You want more than that out of your running game on the first play, a 2-yard gain. Also looked like an injury there for Auburn on the defensive side, but
Donovan Kaufman.
When people know you want to run the football and you still run the ball, I mean, that's showing that your offense, your offensive line and your running backs are getting physical, running hard. You want to finish this off. You don't want to get this ball back. You want to control this ball right now with 14-11 left to go.
So a break. This is Penn State football from Learfield. To play in the game, 31-12 Penn State, but because that was a defensive injury, the clock is going to start. Not on ready for play. It's going to start before, and the play clock is at 40. So you got to be smart. Use the clock. It's at your advantage right now. Be smart about it. At the same time, start gobbling up some first downs.
And also continue to be aggressive.
Yes. We'll need to back off. So we'll be at the line of scrimmage. And see, this is smart by Penn State. They're going to huddle up on the field. That way they can milk some clock before getting to the line of scrimmage. You don't want to snap this thing until there's 13:40 to go in the game.
That's what Sean Clifford just went back and said to the referee as well, and now he's turning back and taking his time as he gets back into the huddle. The message down here on the sideline has been, hey, make sure you finish this now. You put together 3 terrific quarters, especially that third, but you're up big, finish the way you started.
Yeah, and also the only thing you worry about You still be aggressive as well. This, you want to run as much time off the clock as you can, but this is way too early in the fourth quarter, so you still want to be aggressive and see whether we throw the football here on 2nd down and 8.
Singleton to the right of Clifford. Wide receiver each way now. Washington motion away from us. Clifford Singleton to the edge. Nope, Clifford still got it. Throws to Strange, and Strange taking that over the 30-yard line, and Brenton Strange with another catch to the 33. That's going to bring up a 3rd down for Penn State and about 2.
Strange coming across the formation that time, and Clifford just rolling out to his right and just dumping the football up over a defender. Strange was held for a little bit on the play, but still was able to get out in that flat area, and Clifford get him the football.
Lambert Smith far side. Right tackles now Bryce Effner. Washington near side. They'll shift the tight end Strange and Johnson to the right with Strange the wing back. Clifford under center. Lone setback is Singleton. 3rd and 2, their own 33. Play action. Rolls right. Steps. Throws. Caught. 1st down. Keandre Lambert Smith over the 45 and a 1st down. Right at the 46.
And again, just rolling out to his right, biding some time. This is a veteran quarterback finding the open receiver. A little turnout by Lambert Smith, wide open in front of the defender, and the clock continues to run.
Well, the clock is running with 12:26 to play in the game. Penn State with a fresh set of downs to the 31-12 lead. Tinsley near side. Lambert Smith far side. Singleton to the right. Johnson and Strange near side as we see it. Strange the wing back. It's going to be Singleton. Throw the hole. Singleton to the 30. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. They'll never catch him. Touchdown, Penn State. Game, set, and match on the Plains. Nittany Lions.
Well, we've talked about Singleton the entire preseason and spring ball, and he is just electric out here. Again, going off his right side that time. Offensive line did a good job of finding that hole for him. Very comfortable. Again, we had Strange out in front. The tight end coming in motion. Gets a seal block. And also Lambert Smith, the wide receiver downfield. You know the distance because your wide receivers are blocking, and Lambert Smith did a great job.
Extra point up by Pitteger, and the kick is good. Penn State with a 38-12 lead with 12:03 to go. And Brian, you're on that sideline. That burst as he flies by must be special.
Oh, you can feel the wind going right on by. But yeah, I was standing right there on the far sideline as you guys see it when he went by. It's just amazing. He has an extra gear. Obviously, he hits the hole extremely hard, but he can get the end. And then once he's in open space, he has an extra gear. I know the easy comparison for a lot of people has been Saquon Barkley, but that truly is the way he runs in the open field, the way he used to break away from defenders.
Let me put it to you this way. He's the first Nicholas Singleton.
And also, all the acclaim all week about the Auburn running back and how great they are, I think our running backs took it personally.
And you want to talk about balance. Try this for balance. Penn State's thrown for 203. They've run for 209.
Jack, remember in the pregame when we said Penn State doesn't need to run for 150, 200.
Right.
They just need to establish a running game. 209, I guess they told us, hey, shut up.
Exactly. And we're trying to run the clock out and use time. Well, Singleton, he didn't get that memo either. He just takes it into the house.
Auburn is averaging 3.6 yards a carry. Penn State has doubled that at 7.2 yards per carry. This has been an absolutely dominant second half. And by the way, Brent Strange, you want to talk about suddenly a guy playing a terrific game, 5 catches, 64 yards, and he has thrown blocks.
Oh, he has big-time blocks. When he comes in motion across that formation, and he had a couple of kick-out blocks. On the last one here for Singleton, it was kind of a screen, and just gave that alley for Singleton. And once he got through that, he was gone on the play. But you talk about a tight end who's really picked up his game this year, and we're waiting for these tight ends to do it. Well, Brenton Strange has done that today.
Well, it's at the point now with 12:03 to go. We mentioned we thought we'd see Robbie Ashford the rest of the way. We probably will. And I think T.J. Finley's done for the day. The only other option left would be Zach Calzada, the transfer from Texas A&M.
And also, I think the Penn State defense is upset that they gave up that last touchdown.
Yeah, they are.
because, like I said, they got man-to-man coverage. They were in traffic, and Sutherland could not get outside to cover Hunter on the play. So we'll see what they do here in the last 12:03. But what I'll tell you, Singleton has just, in the last couple of weeks, has electrified our running game.
Let me put it this way. You had a feeling this was coming, then to see it in reality has been impressive. Wosu will kick it off, right to left as we see it. Approaches, high end over end. Hunter waits for it, and it'll sail over his head. It'll be a touchback.
And Steve, you're talking about their quarterback situation. I think Sean Clifford's day may be done as well here. It looks like Drew Aller's going to get a football and start throwing.
Yeah, I had a feeling that might happen. Look, again, this is what your quarterback did today. 14-19, 178. No turnovers. He also ran 6 times for 15, including a touchdown. He also caught a pass for 25.
I also think he likes playing against Auburn, because last year at the Auburn game, he was the difference maker in that game. I mean, he was complete control in the pocket for Penn State in this football game and getting it to the open guy.
Ashford goes back on first down, dumps off the screen for Bigsby, knocked away and incomplete. Penn State all over at that time.
I think Vanover gets his hand on this.
Yeah, I mean, Vanover knocked it down.
Yeah,
and Dennis Sutton almost picked it off.
Exactly. That would have cleared the crowd out if that would have happened.
Well, believe me, there's a lot already headed toward Toomer's Corner now.
Yeah, Penn State's fans can move down out of the way up there, upper deck.
I don't know if they can, Brian. Back goes Ashford. Steps up, being chased by Vandenberg. Now he'll keep it a go. 25 and scoots out of bounds on the near side. At about the 31-yard line, it'll bring up a 3rd down and 4.
I think Auburn, throughout the course of the year, is going to have a problem because they don't have a conventional passing game. And their running game is good enough, no question about that. But you cannot just pound the football. Not in college football this day and age. You got to be able to throw the football effectively downfield, and that is their problem.
2 left, 2 right on 3rd and 4, their own 31. Ashford with the running back to his left. Dennis Sutton in at end, as Jack mentioned, along with Brian and Amin Van over the other end. Ashford rolls left, steps up, throws it downfield, and incomplete into double coverage. That had no shot. King and Reed were all over at that time. 4th down and 4, and Oscar Chapman, believe it or not, only his 2nd punt of the day.
Okay, good job by Ellis, is also man-to-man coverage. We got so many guys in that secondary who are very good at bump and run, man-to-man coverage, and they just force your quarterback to make outstanding throws. And if you do that and you make a play, your hat's off to them. But for the most part, quarterbacks here today really could not put that football on their wide receivers with the coverage we had in our secondary.
Parker Washington awaits the punt at his own 27, and it's a line drive. Hits at the 30, and it goes out of bounds right about the 30-yard line, maybe the 31. That's where the Nittany Lions will put it in play. With 11:08 to play, this is Penn State football from Learfield. Jordan-Hare Stadium emptying out as we speak. Penn State with a 38-12 lead. The day for Sean Clifford is over. Drew Aller is in at quarterback. Talk about invaluable experience. I will say this, one guy I would like to see get on the stat sheet is Trey Wallace from Pike Road High School just outside of Montgomery. He's back home. He is split to the far side. Fashanu and Effner, they're the tackles. Guards are Tangwall, Wormley, center is Scruggs. Ford, the running back to the right, of Aller. Who takes it? He'll give it a Ford, and Yoko will take him down. Gets a couple on the play to the 33, 2nd down and 8.
We talk so much about the young running backs. I talked to Jaywan Sider this week. We're doing a special on Nicholas Singleton, and he said Devin Ford has really taken on the role as another coach in that running backs room, and how valuable he has been to those guys, Singleton and Allen, who obviously had the big day today.
And that is big with Ford, and he's got his role. Talking to James about the 3rd down and getting him in the lineup in 3rd and 4th down situation. He's a very good receiver out of the backfield, runs very good routes, but seems like a real team player as well.
Big 4th down catch against Purdue that kept the drive alive. He's to the right of Aller, motion by Washington away from us. Drew wants to throw, steps up, Slings it over the middle, caught by Strange, his sixth catch of the day. 45-yard line, it battles out to midfield and a first down. They'll put the knee down at the Penn State 48.
I think Strange is just working on that Player of the Game award here right now. Trying to pad his stats right now. I tell you, good job of Aller just putting the ball right on Strange in the middle of the field, which we knew was going to be vulnerable in that secondary against Auburn all day, and Aller takes advantage of it.
Strange last year, 4 for 71 and a touchdown against Auburn. He's like Clifford. He wants to play against these guys every week.
This isn't the part where we say because it means more. All right. To near side, Harrison and Tinsley. Ford to the right on 1st and 10, their own 48. It is Devin Ford, dances away to midfield to the Auburn 49-yard line. Yeah, they'll put him down actually at midfield. They'll call it second down and 8, and the clock just continues to roll with 9:28 to play.
And our offense right now can be so much better because with Singleton in that backfield, you cannot just come with extra defensive backs and play pass because Penn State can't run the football like last year. That is not the case right now. That kind of balance against, like I said, a good front here against Auburn will pay a lot of dividends down the road for the passing game as well.
Wallace and Washington near side. Tinsley far side. Aller with 4 to his right on 2nd and 8 at midfield. Far hash. Aller snaps that wrist out to Washington at the 50. Breaks a tackle, 45. Near sideline, 40 inside the 40, and a first down at the Auburn 37-yard line.
You know, he's got those strong legs, big legs for a wide receiver. And Parker Washington, you hit him around the legs, he's going to bounce off of those kind of tackles, and he ends up making a guy miss, go downfield, get the first down, and continue to work with the clock at 8:35.
Washington will go out and Warren will come in. The clock just continues to roll, as Jack mentioned. Penn State with a 38-12 lead. Tinsley far side, Wallace near side. Ford to the left of Aller. Warren now in a tight end. Aller takes it. It's Devin Ford to his left. Down the near side, 30, 20, 15, 10. Cuts to his right and is down inside the 10-yard line. Del Grosso Sauce red zone. They put him down at the 7. First and goal, Penn State.
I guess the old guy's going to make some plays here as well. Great job again, bouncing to the outside. He's got that kind of quickness. I talked about him in a passing game, but running the football here as well. Boy, he made it look like inside. And also your wide receiver blocking downfield. Tinsley doing a good job as well and taking that ball inside the 5-yard line.
Number 28 just put up his hand and said, hey, don't forget about me. And believe me, in this booth we have not. On the near hash, attacking the end zone to our left. For the deep back, Aller under center. It is Ford up the middle to the 5 and taken down there. Maybe got to the 4. He may have squeezed it out to the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Maury Evans comes in the game. Aller and Evans hooked up for a score last week from 32 yards out. This has been a second half of...
Oh, and also the fact of Aller just getting an opportunity to play, and you're still running your offense. You're not running up to score here right now because you're running the football quite a bit as well. So down in this red zone, it's going to be a good experience for Aller here right now.
Who takes it? And he'll give it a Ford. Ford inside the 5 and down at the 1-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and goal at the 1.
I'm thinking Ford's going to get this ball.
I'll tell you right now, you're a wild man.
He made all the runs here so far, and he was really close.
Well,
so he kind of picks his way. Yeah, he dove at the end, but I think his leg touched down in the field of play before he got to the goal line.
I'll tell you, you go out on that limb. I get so impressed.
He took him all the way down here. Let him finish it off.
Setting over the backfield, Warren with 4 there. Devin's got it. Left side. Can't bounce it out. And he's taken out for a loss back at the 4-yard line. I think Auburn thought the same thing.
I think so.
Clock's under 6 minutes and rolling. 38-12 Penn State. Look, you'll go for it here. You're not tacking on a field goal. But I'll say this. You may throw the ball.
Oh, the whole offense is open there right now.
Sure.
Exactly. I mean, You don't want to put Aller in there right now and tie his hands down. I mean, you want to make sure you run the offense exactly where you were. Forget about what the score is right now, but no question, it's not running up the score if you throw the football here.
We're going to take a timeout too. Play clock is down to 2, and James Franklin takes a timeout. I will say this: it's week 3, but in week 3, James Franklin and his staff had this team impeccably prepared.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. First of all, with the crowd noise, although we did get about three or four false starts here today, I think number one, the fact of playing Purdue on the road, because you have a lot of young guys here who were playing high school football last year, not in college. And then I think that was a good thing before coming down here to Auburn to play here in a crowd that was really pumped up early in this game. But I think the third quarter, they came out the third quarter. Penn State defense did a great job. 3 and out, got the football back for the offense, and they had time to just put up 17 points.
Well, if it were 4th and goal at the 1, they'd keep the offense out there. But because it got thrown for a loss, you'll take a field goal here. Chris Stahl will snap it. Barney Moore will put it down for Jake Pinniger. Waits, put down. Jake's kick is up, sails through, and good. And the Nittany Lions with a 41-12 lead with 5:21 to play.
And I'll take that one step further. Not only has the staff done an excellent job in preparing them for each of these first 3 weeks, how many other football teams after week 3, mid-September, can come out of it and say, we already have had the experience of going on the road to Purdue, winning a Big Ten game, and going on the road in the SEC and winning a game at Auburn big. That is just a valuable experience moving forward that they already have under their belts that no one else has.
Oh, without a doubt. And it's big experience because the game's on the line at Purdue. The game is on the line here when we first started this game. So that is not 38-7 experience. That is right when they're firing all their guns.
I'll say this: Penn State has played its first 3 games with great maturity. I mean, going on the road, doing what they did at Purdue, winning the game late like that. Last week, didn't mess around. Came out of the gate, scored first 2 times, shut them down, got to the second half, played a lot of people. Then come in here today, big crowd, loud crowd, awesome atmosphere. Can't say enough about the Jordan Hare atmosphere, which is tremendous, and just took care of business.
And we got off to a slow start. We went for a 4th down and did not get it. And ended up Auburn taking the lead earlier. But again, you're right about the experience and the poise of this football team. You got enough older guys like a Clifford out there, and then you also have all those young guys who are just excited about playing right now. And those experiences on the road, they are truly invaluable.
And the maturity of your older players trickles down to the younger players. They see how they conduct themselves in key moments. It makes a big difference.
It's got to turn over to the broadcasting booth as well for those guys, because I think they need a little maturity.
Well, I'll tell you right now, they've been begging for that for almost a quarter century.
Certainly had a lot of experience.
Thank goodness
we got experience for sure.
Oh, we got a lot of that. Thank goodness we brought Bobby and you in. I mean, geez. I mean, it's given us a little more gravitas. High end over end by Gabe Wosu, and Hunter says, I'll take it. 5, 10, 15, 20, bounces to his left. Flag goes down, and so does he at the 22-yard line, maybe the 23. What a day.
Penn State hadn't had a running back with 2 40-plus yard touchdowns in a game since Larry Johnson going into last week. And now Singleton's done it in back-to-back weeks. One of the 2 40-plus yard
And that guy was one of the great running backs in Penn State history. I mean, physical player.
Return, holding, receiving team number 51. 10-yard penalty from the end of the play. First down.
So Auburn will start at, about the 12, 11-yard line, right around the 11, 12-yard line?
On the defensive side of the ball, great experience for Carter. Carter, we already saw him make some plays, explosive plays, going after the quarterback a couple of times, closing on receivers. He's got that kind of closing speed, and all he needs is more and more playing time.
And Kobe King. Kobe King played well today, Jeff. Back goes Ashford. Into the hole he goes. Dances around, and Kobe King's right there to take him down, right on cue. Like when players do it.
Yeah, just talking to some of the coaches where the linebacker, like King, all of a sudden what you see with your eyes, you've got to instinctively make that play, and that's why in getting playing time, playing experience, especially in traffic and the inside like that, knowing when to come off of a block, knowing when to duck underneath a blocker, those are the kind of things you're learning right now in the first 3 games.
KJ Winston in at safety with Sebastian Constantini. Denied Dennis Sutton at defensive end. Ashford at the goal line goes back. Evades one. In trouble. Denied Dennis Sutton's got him back for a loss and his first career sack at the 6-yard line.
I'll tell you, Vanover jumps up in the air, and you couldn't throw over top of him. He had to pull it back down, and then everybody else after that, Dennis Sutton coming on and making the sack. And Penn State, this is what you love playing. They're throwing the football, and they're not real good at it, and you can tee off on the quarterback. Secondary can jump receivers and jump routes. This is a fun time to play.
And Cam Miller's in a corner as well with Marquise Wilson. Throw over the middle. There's nobody there and incomplete. It's going to be 4th down with 3:50 to play.
And there's so much positive stuff on the Penn State side. On the Auburn side, a lot of negative things have gone on here for a while. And right now, their head coach is not the head coach who hired him. They have a new AD here as well.
In fact, they haven't even named a permanent AD yet.
Right, yeah. So
right now, they have an interim that was just named on Thursday.
Yeah. Talking to a lot of people, they thought this game would be a huge game for a momentum building had they been able to win the football game. Well, in the second half, they weren't even in the game.
This won't help. Chapman kicks it away. Fair catch by Parker Washington. Makes the fair catch at the Auburn 47-yard line. For the most part, too, Penn State has owned field position. Look, they've owned the game. They've got 4 takeaways. They've owned field position. They've done everything we talked about in the pregame show. Brilliant keys, by the way. They've done.
There's that experience paying off. We knew exactly what happened ahead of time.
Exactly. Yeah. Clairvoyant.
Yeah. The only negative on the Penn State side that you let the quarterback out a couple times in a 3rd and long situation. Those kind of things you need to clean up. I thought coverage downfield. Our defensive secondary. We get to the point where we can play with 6-7 defensive backs out there. That is advantage Penn State.
Christian Bayer's the quarterback. Jimmy Kristen at right tackle. Golden Israel Achumba at right guard, and that give is to Ford, who gets to the Auburn 46. He gets a yard. 2nd down and 9 with 3.5 to play, and Penn State leading 41-12. Norzad's the center. Tangwall's the left guard. Hefner the left tackle. Caden Saunders in the game at wide receiver. Just trying to take stock of who's out there. And Khalil Dinkins is in. Yes, he is. Liam Clifford with Malik Mega and Saunders near side and trips, and Bayer's the quarterback. Bayer with Ford to his left. Take it, and Devin's got it. Bounces to his right. Nope, Bayer will keep it himself, and he'll be decked inside the 45 at about the 44-yard line to bring up a 3rd down. This is a great fan base down here. We saw it in the pregame when the Eagle came out. It was so loud. It was fun. But once the football game started, Penn State just slowly but surely just put this thing away.
And there is nothing more satisfying than going into an away stadium where the crowd is raucous at the beginning of the game, and by the end of the game with 2:22 left to go, it is very quiet here at Auburn.
Trips far side, one near side. Bayer will take it. He will throw for it over the middle and missed him. Incomplete on the in cut that time to Malik Mega. And it's going to be 4th down, and he's going to stay out there, at least for the moment he will on 4th down. Yeah, they will punt it away. I think they'll probably change. Let's see if they bring Tyler Devansky in to snap it. I think they will.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't think I noticed these things, Mark.
Experience.
I didn't think this game was going to go down this deep into the depth chart. I'll tell you that.
Well, Tyler Dezansky was the snapper, right? And he puts it on the money to Barney, rolls to his right and kicks it, and it's end over end, fair catch called and made at about the 10. When they go with Sanders Saheda kicking, Chris Stahl's the holder and Tyler's the snapper. Let's pause 10 seconds for our stations down the line to identify themselves. It's Penn State football from Learfield. Jack, you and I were down in Pittsburgh speaking, and Matt Barr was there, and that's something he brought up. Who's holding for the left-footed guy? You know, something a Matt Barr would think about. So Ashford's still at quarterback. And we'll take it. He'll roll to the right at the goal line. He'll look. He'll fire. And knocked away through the hands of Marquise Wilson. Incomplete.
This is what I'm talking about, jumping route. Marquise Wilson was hoping for him to throw the football along the sideline, who has maybe one of the best hands on the football team. And he threw a bullet downfield, and Marquise Wilson felt he should have had it.
Ashford went to Oregon to play both football and baseball. He never played football. He practiced there. He did play baseball at Oregon, has a great arm. He did not have a good experience with the football program. Thus, he transferred to Auburn. He's from Hoover, Alabama, so he came back home. Fires over the middle. It is caught at the 30-yard line and a first down. Javaris Johnson makes the catch. I mean, they're still operating with their first team in there. They have not changed that.
And the problem they have, the wide receiver combined with the quarterback, they just cannot get anything done consistently in the passing game, although this was a good throw.
Ashford rolls right, being chased by two Nittany Lions. Looks, he'll keep it and go down the near sideline to about the 35 and stepped out at about the 37. So down to 93 seconds to go.
Well, he's got some quickness. If you're a defender at the end of the game, trying to chase him down, Ashford's got those quickness around the corner. I thought he would be knocked out of bounds, and not the case. He took that angle away.
Jake Wilson at an end, Jamari Button and Robbie Dwyer, the linebackers. Ashford throws open. He's got Jackson 35 to the 20 and down inside the 20 at the 17. Taken out by Marquise Wilson with 1:24 to go. Jackson just got loose.
Manny Diaz will not be happy with his little pump fake, and then he just kind of rolled out to his right, and he's just wide open. Marquise Wilson, closing speed, had to come over and bring him down on the play. Penn State defensive does not want to give up any more points. That's a pride thing.
Cody Romano went at
linebacker. Oh, my God.
Rolling to his right and steps out of bounds.
Jack, there was a play earlier on this drive, too. Jake Wilson was just mauled in there, swallowing the whistle.
Like Dennis Sutton right here.
Yeah.
That's a pin.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, Auburn may not have a wrestling program, but they have candidates.
I think the officials want to get out of here as well. There's 1:08 left to go, and they did not want to throw a flag. It was right in front of the referee.
Devon Townley comes in at end. Vitorvo Mulba is now at tackle, joining Durant and Vanover. Dwyer, Budden, and Romano are the linebackers. Back he goes. Quick toss near side, complete to the tight end. Fromm, and steps out of bounds. And at the 9-yard line, but it's 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, your defense out there right now, I know you got a lot of backup people there, but you do not want to give up a touchdown here at the end of the game with 1:04 left to go. It's defensive guys take a lot of pride in this, and they want to try to stop it.
Yes, that's Jake Fromm's brother. Ashford throws and threw it to camera people, incomplete. 4th and 1. So 4th down and 1. Alston's the running back. Clock's at 1 minute to play. And the "We Are Penn State" chant from the upper deck. And the blue band.
Let's see if Ashford runs with this football for the first down.
Back, he wants to throw.
He wants to run.
Rolls near side, being chased, and he's not going to get there. Penn State takes over on downs right at the 9.5-yard line.
Cody Romano, I got good quickness that time, just coming from the inside. Came up a yard short of the first down on a 4th down run. I think he thought he was able to get that. Good quickness that time. And like I said, Penn State takes the football back with 54 seconds. It doesn't sit right with defensive people to give up a cheap touchdown at the end of a football game where we have complete control, and they were able to stop it on 4th down.
Great play by Cody Romano. Time for Christian Bayer to take a knee. Bayer under center. Backs up. And
he's not down yet.
He hasn't gone down yet. They just blew the
it.
whistle. Okay.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul.
You can review this. He's not down.
No harm, no foul. Had to snap it one more time. In fact, he doesn't even have to go down based on what we saw.
Yeah, exactly.
Bayer. He does go down with the left knee. That's it. The Nittany Lions go into Jordan-Hare Stadium and dominate Auburn 41-12 and sweep the series between the two. James Franklin and his staff had his team impeccably prepared, and it showed.
And James Franklin talked about the running game, how important it is to him in the offensive line. Well, they ran the football today. I know there are big gash plays out there, but they ran the football against a top 7 up front for Auburn, which is a very good against the run defense. And Penn State was able to get balance, throw the football, and I thought Clifford was in control the entire game.
477 yards in offense for Penn State. 245 running, 232 passing. Final, 41-12. The Nittany Lions go to 3-0. They win it. This is Penn State football from Learfield.